Lerping the fuck out of that cube. Yeah, all the lerps. Actually, the cube's not too bad. The cube is literally just a mesh with some transparent materials on. But the water shader is super complex. And it's got all sorts of sliders for transparency and Fresnel and all this other shit. And yes, it's built with lerps. But I'll tell you what, I put a camera in. There's like a button that makes the camera pan down and then up. It's just for the music video. I only needed it for that. And I had to figure out A, how programming works, and B, what the fuck a quaternion lerp is. So I got it working anyway. I really like the shader graph because I can work in graphs. I can do visual stuff. I didn't end up using the quaternion. I got it working, like, and then it was doing weird shit because then I realized, oh, wait a minute, the quaternion averages out the value, so there's nothing I could do to make the camera pan straight up and down without it going off in some weird rando direction. So I ended up doing it with some other dodgy maths. By, like, building a time... What did I do? It, like, constructs a sine wave, and then it measures the position on the sine wave, and then it, like, adds a number to the rotation, and then it checks it again, and it just does this until it gets to the top. So it wasn't just getting an A to B camera rotate, it's over time with a slow to fast kind of thing. It's dumb, and I don't know how to do this, but it works, kinda. Anyway, enough about my silly adventures in Unity. I'm now back in familiar After Effects territory, which is lovely. What did we do last time? We got Zelda. We found Zelda. Hey, Housewife. Hey, yeah, anyway, hello everyone. Author the Housewife, Lynchy, Friend, Maelstrom, SLFemFox, and Pastry, and anyone else I may have missed. Welcome, it's me, hello! Oh, I didn't get a renewal, did I, last time, so I'm still wearing the funny Fire Emblem t-shirt. And we're probably still reading Evangelion. To be fair, it's a pretty meaty volume. It's got a lot of pictures. Pictures are difficult to read. I don't know how people do words. Right, what are we doing? Tom, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. The sages should be here in Hyrule, in the Wind Temple to the north and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must head for these two temples to see what has happened to the sages and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, Ganon seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking our path to temples. Choose my next in-game shirt design, Cowdy Pastry, what's it going to be? Is it that emote? Is that what you want on the shirt? Okay, good. Okay, the next shirt will be Seal Eel. Good. Each temple should have another entrance high up on Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now islands above the sea. Make better choices. Oh, yeah, hold up. I don't think I can fit that on, actually. Oh, well, I'll see. I'll put it on the back. As always, I shall mark these places on your sea chart. Now then, if we stay here much longer, we shall draw our enemy's attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. Whereabouts? It's from Keithley now. Not Skipton. We must return to the surface immediately. What is Petra doing right now? Hot take for those of you that were not here before. Sorry, spoiler alert. Petra turns out to be Princess Zelda. What? Oh wait, no, she's in this. Yeah, there's no oxygen. Okay, she's probably dead. Never mind. Program it so whenever you look at it, it plays CLEDM. I don't know how to change code in this game, but there is a thing called Windita on the way that will let people do crazy shit to this game. In fact, you can basically rebuild stuff using the game's engine, so I'm sure it'll probably allow that. Rip Zelda. I'll try and get make better choices on there. Tom, do you know the legend of the Hero of Time? Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to Kingdom at Hyrule. Peace at Triforce were given to Hero of Time, and he kept it safe, much as Zelda kept hers. That sacred peace is known as Triforce of Courage. When Hero of Time were called to embark on another journey and left land of Hyrule, he was separated from elements what made him hero. It's said that at that time the Triforce of Courage was split into 8 shards and hidden throughout land. Even I don't know where they rest, but this much I do know, they lie hidden somewhere in Great Sea. Triforce of Courage is the only key that will once again open doorway to Hyrule. You must search for it. I went a little bit more Yorkshire that time than I had been previously. But yes, it looks like we must search for some stuff. By the way, I was reading all that dialogue. But, oh yes, here we go. I was reading the dialogue, but I wasn't paying attention, is what I was about to say. Headstone Island. Well, let's go here. And work our way west via Dragon Roost, because we need to buy some bait. Yeah, we'll go like do, and we'll uncover these squares. That seems like a good plan. Ah, life on the ocean waves. We're back, baby. Oh, wait. I need the wind. I don't work. Reading the dialogue but not passing it, yeah. That's standard streamer stuff. So yeah, I've been don't forget what we told you. I've been really looking forward to getting the Dark Souls run started next week. Of course, I've been looking forward to Conan tomorrow. A lot. But next week we're starting Dark Souls on Sundays. I'm going to start earlier, about 10 AM my time. This is to allow me, between the hours of 10 and 4, to attempt to complete the game in a single sitting. I haven't played this game in many, many years. So I've been rewatching Epic Name Bros from the Dark series, which covers all of the lore and is an in-depth look at the game, just to kind of remind myself of where some things are that I might need. And also have some cool lore points that I like to keep in my head while I'm playing it. I always have my own little theories, and it's nice to go over that stuff again and see if any of my theories check out, and that's cool. Yeah, we both had the tenor on the Conan. We were both looking at it like, oh, whatever, survival game, and then we played it for like 10 minutes, and it was like, oh, this is really cool, actually. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But yes, I'm looking forward to Dark Souls so much that I'm probably going to start playing Dark Souls 2 today after I finish my stream, just because I miss it. 2 is my least played game, and I haven't played a Souls game in forever. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with my character. I'm probably just going to do Fashion Souls and run around and have some fun, but it's all leading up to OG, so... Gonna miss Rob's channel after Conan. DS2 does have a special feel. It's weird because it's still like it's like a 9 out of 10 game, right? And it's got loads of really cool stuff in it, but there's things that make it un-Souls-like to me, which is mainly just the sheer amount of items and like areas. It feels like it's just quantity over quality sometimes, and it doesn't really have a lot of the lore stuff, and I don't know, it feels like it's missing something, but I still really like it. It feels... I don't know what it feels like. It's weird. It's definitely fun to play though, and it definitely... I think it was the first one where they did a proper port for the PC, like a good one, and that is real nice. It runs wonderfully on PC. A lot of the bosses are recalls. Oh, most of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 are just circle strafe backstab. Pretty much. But I'll tell you what, some of them are memorable. Like, fighting the gargoyles is fun, because it's like a callback, and then it's like so much worse than that. Sell meat.
Thank you.
The bait.
Thank you.
Oh!
Thank you.
Some of the DLC areas are great. I don't know if I did the DLC for Dark Souls 2, but I'm pretty sure I have it.
Thank you.
Oh, but I'll tell you what I do really love about Dark Souls 2. Yes, it has like 8 million different items and it's way too many, but it also has a whole lot of different weapons and shit. And spells, and playing as a magic class in Dark Souls 2 is so much more fun than playing one in DS1. I mean a sorcerer specifically, because I still think pyromancy in OG is the best. The fact that you can... They changed the system for double-handed weapons as well, so you can have proper dual weapon classes. So if you get enough strength, you can have 2 ultra great swords, one in each hand, and that's just stupid, and no one should be allowed to do that, and I love that they let you do that.
Bye.
Ugh. I'm just looking at Beedle's face. The first guy you summon has 2 shields, yeah.
Bye.
Bye! Oh! Anyway, we bought some bait. That's what we wanted. Let's go! Splish. Yeah, it's because I'm loud. For some reason, my shitty mic has finally given up on loud noises. We figured this out last week. Now, normally I try and keep my voice down a little bit, but my neighbours have been fucking me off so much recently, the downstairs guys. They play their music so loud, not all the time, but when they do play music, it's so loud that it vibrates my floor and my mic actually picks it up. And it's just annoying, so I've given up on trying to be quiet for their sake. They can just deal with my noise if I have to deal with theirs. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to go down there and tell you to turn it down, but I'm certainly not going to turn mine down. Oh, now then. Yeah, going east. Get that fish. That's what I want. But yes, I will eventually purchase a new mic. It is on my list of things to buy. Maybe next month. We'll see. Let's give myself a chance to build up my finances a bit after last year. But they're seagulls. What? No, I still haven't. I got distracted. I've been really busy with work, so I really haven't spent time on anything other than doing work and watching Dark Souls videos. So I forgot to check out mics. Game dev stats for no man. Thank you for clipping that mess. Oh! Excuse me. Oh. The hell is this? What's this racket you got going on here? Birdman contest. Sign in counter. Okay. Oh, I can't wait for Elden Ring. Yeah, it's going to be good. I wonder if there'll be any info about it this year. If you think you were born to fly, then take the challenge of the sky to win fame and prizes. And that's all the lines. That's a good sound. What are you looking at, son? What are you looking at? A wall. He's looking at a wall. Is he slightly taller than me? He is. Damn it. What if I... I guess it's fine. Have you seen the subreddit? No, I do not use Reddit. Fortunately, I haven't. Greetings, O person who has surely come to take the challenge of the big sky. This is where you can register for the official Rito Tribe Birdman contest. I'm not a birdman. And now, listen, you are free to use any means, methods, or tools you have at your disposal to help you soar through the sky. The rules are simple. See how far you can fly before you crash into the roiling seas like so much deadweight driftwood. A banner stands now at the site where the great and talented champion who has flown farthest to date crashed into the frothy waves in a massive splash of glory. If you are able to pass that flag, then you will be the new champion, and you will be drenched in praise so much that you will be drenched in seawater. The participation fee is a mere 10 rupees, yes. Okay, then up the ladder you go, my brother awaits you at the top. Family racket, huh? You don't seem to have any wings or feathers or anything on your back, so you do have something that you could use to fly, right? Yeah, I do. I got a copy of Evangelion. I'm good. Evangelion. Elden Ring subreddit is desperate for new information that they started making up bosses and then posting, asking people for help or strats, and now there are massive posts about a boss that doesn't exist and how to beat it. Okay. Poor guys. Oh, yeah, fly through the flight. Gotcha. Look, I've got a special copy of Evangelion, and also I have a really big magic bar and a magic wand that changes the direction of the wind, so I think we're good. As long as we hit these tornadoes. Whoosh! Wonder what class to play in my Dark Souls 2 thing. I do miss pyromancy. Get the zoomies! Go on, go up! Yay! Here we go. Tom, I'm about to end this whole species career. It's true. Is that all I have to get to? Is that it? Come on. Yeah! In the sky, let's go. Oh, are you fucking shitting me? Sploosh! Flight distance was 244 yards. How am I supposed to get past that? Guess I just try again and hope for the best. I did take some detours actually, I went left and right a bit. Maybe I'll just keep going straight. Also, yeah, the Fufu's there, up in here. Let's try again. I'm not fucking giving up. I'm just 244, like 6 yards away from victory. Let's go. You and me. Shinji, get in the fucking robot. Let's go. What does the leaf pump actually... Does that speed you up? No, it does. Shit. Well, this is fucked. I get it. I never knew what the leaf pump actually did. Scoot you into the G. What? Wow, you did like less than half as good as last time. What happened? Move it, bird boy. I'm here to take your stupid challenge and screw it up into a tiny little bowl and eat it. By the way, because I'm starting Dark Souls earlier, my cutoff time is still 4 o'clock, so there will still be a Metro next week. Last week we watched Space Cop by Red Letter Media. It's a good film. A good bad film. Perfect. I think that's bang on. Yeah, we just made it. That's as fast as you can pump, I think. But I noticed when I hit that whirlpool, I was able to pump twice. But yeah, it kind of locks you out doing that too often. Congratulations! Your current record is an impressive 259 yards. Breathtaking, you have shown me an incredible feat of aerial navigation. My eyes, they are unworthy. Then remove them and offer them to me as a sacrifice of penance. Amazing, you blew past my brother's best record in impressive fashion. You would make a fine and distinguished member of the Rito tribe. Cool. Does that mean I get wings and Dragon Balls and stuff? I don't really want to be a mailman though, so I think I'm good. I don't think this will give me anything other than rupees now, but I mean, you never know with these games. Ba-ba-da. We didn't even get the fish here. Yeah, let's go. Oh, shit. There he is. Just right there. That's cool. Now I don't have to change the wind. Nope! My bad. I didn't mean to press that. You want some? Have some candy. Wait, what do you mean no? Are you serious? Piece of shit, greedy ass fish that's fleecing me out my candy. Yo. Dive on my map. Yeah, this fish can be a little bit... bit of a git. I almost want to sail all the way south and uncover the rest of the world while I'm here. But I'll do it later. Dragon Roost, lots of rocks. There used to be a treasure hidden inside those things. Yeah. There is, actually. We had a chart about it. Which we... haven't been looking at, have we? We need to make sure we keep an eye on these. That's the destroyed island. I don't remember which one that is. Six Dice Reef, yeah. Paulprint Isle. Dragon Roost. Dragon Roost is there. It's all quiet on the sea at night. Ba 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 ba. I think this might be your favourite Zelda overworld. It's definitely fun to sail around, and I like the fact there's lots of stuff to do that you come across in the ocean, like the little towers and the submarines and stuff like that. Breath of the Wild is also excellent because there's lots and lots of stuff to do everywhere. Like the Ocarina of Time's world is more or less just get from A to B, right? And Twilight Princess is so big and empty that, again, it's like a get from A to B, but it just feels desolate. Skyward Sword doesn't really have one. It's got the sky, but it's like this, but empty. Just one of my few complaints of the game. It's quite empty for stuff to do in the sky. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good one, you know. It's definitely between this and Skyward Sword for me. Ooh. I hope this is a silver rupee for once, like when we need one. Give me some cash! Yes! We're gonna need as many as we can get, because Tingle Fella's gonna fleece us for everything we got. Uncover them Triforce charts. Trifle charts. He is northern, isn't he? He'd be like, do you want some trifle? Or trifle charts. I know how much northerners like trifle. Tingle King. Was it David Jr., the guy that isn't a Tingle, but for some reason looks like Tingle? Has anyone made Tingle in Dark Souls? I'm sure they have. That's a dumb question. What do you mean, oh no? Oh, why have I gone this way? Idiota. Idiota has gone in the wrong direction. Choppy waters. I still didn't hook up those GLaDOS sounds, so I can't call myself a smooth brain. But I'm definitely a smooth brain this week. Stopped working probably about 6 days ago. Oi! Tell me about this island. Overlook. They're there on the island, the chart's there is what I mean to say. Oh, there's a chart for a Triforce. The cliff rises sharply and there aren't any ledges or footings. It should be okay. We'll figure it out. Fire them Katamaris at me, son. I invented these things. I didn't, but I definitely made them. Sink. Wait, no. Ah! Keep throwing my candy in the sea. God damn it. Oh, you got a unicorn hoodie? That is extremely exciting. I'm sure it will be comfy and delightful. An hoodie then. I remember. Hoodies. Youths. Hoodie is what they used to call, like, hooded youths in the north. The older people would be like, them bloody hoodies hanging out town doing bad stuff. Oh, bad uns they are. Bad uns. Ne'er-do-well. Show me the hoodie. I would love to look at that, Lynchy, but despite the fact that I'm streaming, my internet's broken. Wouldn't you know? Again. But chat's still working. I don't understand. What is this stupid, weird issue that I get? I'm blaming Citrix. Yes, there's definitely a trick to this area that probably involves me having something like a hook shot. To get to that tree up there. Oh, I wonder when we'll get the hook shot. I have done something to that I think you'll all rather enjoy. I certainly think it's one of my favourite weapons. Modifications. It's up there with the bow. And the Hero's Charm, and the Master Sword, and the Mirror Shield. Oh man, those ones are all great. You're finding hoodies for seals or hoodies with seal designs? I'll tell you what, Lynchy, though, I'm definitely going to look at that as soon as I finish my stream and reset my computer. Hey, fish! Yeah, you. Hey, wise guy. Have some candy. If you want, I can just do it on my phone, that works. Ooh, an Oodie. I get it. Oh yeah, that looks rad. Seven-star Isles. There's the Major, the Big Dipper. There's the Minor if it's upside down, I guess. I don't think there's anything here, really. But no, I don't need joy pendants anymore. That's good. I can just ignore that and go west. Ba-na-na. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-lam. Doo-doo-loo. A lot of seagulls here today. I should have replaced the seagulls. There could have been anything. Submarine! Secrets. Oh, but the fish is right there. Let's just go to the suburbs. We can find the fish again. Stop! Not sure I can do anything about this. Ah! Oh, hold on a minute. The noise they make. You know what they... Oh, I was about to get the hammer out. Be gone, thought! Warn! Wow. Well. We did it. There's flowers growing on this boat. It's odd. I think it was stuck in the wall. Hey, treasure chart, son! More treasure! Hooray! Yeah, the reason I used the hammer there and not the sword is that I genuinely forgot what the sword button was. Even though it says B on the screen. I was like, what do I do? Imagine finally opening a treasure chest and being rewarded with blindness. Ah, classic dungeon crawler strats. Horseshoe Island? Where is that? That's in the southwest, I believe. Yep. There's treasure there. However, we're going to need bait and a sail. Ba-ba-doop. Oh, he fell for a mimic. What a champ. Easy done. It is easy done. I still have a habit of kicking every chest in Dark Souls, even though I know exactly where all the mimics are. He fell for every mimic except one, really. You think you'd learn after the first time? It astounds me that he got through Anno Londo and still managed to get hit by every mimic. Because that's like the hard part of the game done now. Other than Izalith, which can be a bit of a bitch. Oh, that's a lot of blood around this chest. Opens. Nights when the moon is full, did he say? Or half full? I fucking forgot, it doesn't matter. No, but he is doing pretty well, though. I cannot fault Rob's performance on Dark Souls. He's doing better than I would have imagined. Banana milk. I wish I had some banana milk this week. I had some last week. It was very good. on a budget this week, so I'm going to hold off, and then on Friday I'm going to buy buttermilk. Buttermilk. Come on! Shiny arc! Hey, what do you know? Hey, I can't reach it. What? Aw. Shiny arc! Can I maybe get that one? I guess it stays there, but I don't really want to go swimming for 5 rupees. I'm good. By the way, what kind of night is it? Constellations and redshift. Look at that. Hey, that's 7-Star Isles is right there, and there's the North Star. That's a major. But where is the moon? Yeah. We will do the ghost ship at some point. But I need the item first from the island. The Milky Way. Milky Way. That was it. The Banana Milky Way. Feeps. Feeps. Well, we can't get in here. Good thing we came here first, only to find out we can't get in. Nope. Better talk to some fish. Pretty sure that's what he's getting at. This is clearly a banana constellation, yes. The banana! We could rename the constellations for ourselves. Listen, fish. I got you a treat. It's candy. Wrapper and all. Eat it and enjoy! You should never feed fish candy. Especially in wrappers. That's bad. Gale Isle. Okay. Are you thinking you want to get in that cave, small fry? Then that one's protected by the crazy wind. Yes, 5 squares south and 1 square east is Ice Ring Isle. That's where the iron shoes are. That's right, we've got to do the fire and ice islands, don't we? Simple. Kind of want to do these three since they're out of the way. Yeah, that's where we've got to be. So we should go west and cover these three islands, and then teleport to Ice Ring Isle. Seems good. La la la. And we can skip a couple. No, it's mother and child, we can't do that. We can do Great Fish, so we need to be there anyway, so that's Triforce. If you check it, look over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Is there not also a good shop in these waters? One square to the north is Beedle's special shop. Ah. We'll go there as well. But first, a very special treasure. Special treasure. Now you want to play DS2 too? Well, you're welcome to join me. Actually, DS2 is really good for co-op as well. You're welcome to join me. I'm going to be playing it after this and starting a new character. Banana Mark! I got a Triforce Shard. You need 7 more. Nice. And also it has the password system, I think, isn't it? They added that. I don't know how good the password system in 2 is. You join like a clan and then it makes it slightly easier, and then it's not like the proper password system like from Bloodborne as far as I remember it. But it does have like, you can choose like a god, and then that makes it slightly easier to link up with people. Right, Tingle's house. Because there's a treasure there, not because of Tingle. And then special Beedle. Is that the ring that you get from that challenge gravestone? Oh man, we could do like a full co-op, that'd be great. Or at least the first, like... I know you can co-op from pretty early on in the game, so... Good fun. Buy it from Cat Lady. Oh, yeah! I know very little about Dark Souls 2 compared to the other games. Like, just my least played one. Watch out, Beedle's about! It always sounded pretty, pretty shaky, didn't it, that Beedle's about, it's coming for you. It was to take the heat off Savile, that's what it was. Beedle's about with his fucking, he was on You've Been Framed. He had a show about getting private videos of people, and it says watch out Beedle's about in his other show, so I don't know what that's about, but it's all about Beedle. Fuck you! Twice! With this one small hand. It's my good hand, take my good hand! I'm gonna read that message in a sec. I'm paying extremely attention to where that light disappeared. There we go. Mention this to us. I love to play Dark Souls, but the aesthetic literally depresses me and makes me feel so bleak that I can't. That's the point! I tried the Star Wars thing to see if I could get into something vaguely similar and stopped that because I don't give a fuck about Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls is a dark fantasy game. It's got influences, many influences from things like Berserk and JoJo and Oh My Goddess, even just a whole bunch of stuff, but it's supposed to be bleak dark fantasy. If you don't want to play it, I seriously recommend at least going and finding a lore video and just seeing more about the world, because it's such an interesting, deep, it's such a huge world that they've built, and all of the information that you see in these videos that the community's uncovered over time, like, you can find it, but so much of it you have to piece together, that, yeah, there's so much more to that game than what's on the surface, and it's really, really cool. So even if you never play it, at least watch a video that explains the story of the characters and stuff. DS2 is lenient with the side characters. I remember that they give you... So they give you like a place that you have to go back to level up, and I think they do that because... If you remember, Firelink Shrine has a lot of encounters that show up at very specific times, and I think they wanted to encourage people to go back and get those encounters. So they made it so you could only level up at the shrine in Dark Souls 2, but then they put like no encounters in, like not many character encounters to make up for it. It's weird. They just have a lot of characters that are in the world though, but they don't seem to do a whole lot in terms of quest lines like they did. Lucatiel is probably an outliner for that. She's probably the most interesting character quest line that I can think of off the top of my head for that game. But when you look at Dark Souls 1, you've got Solaire, you've got Lautrec, you've got Sun... Oh wait, I already said Sunbro. You've got Siegmeyer and Sieglind, even Griggs of Vinheim, he has a quest, Logan, Laurentius... I'm just reeling off names, but yeah, they all have interesting quests. The one that's tragic as a questline, yeah. Now this boat looks a little fancy now, don't it? Wait, no, is this the regular boat? No, the one... Is this the fancy boat or the regular boat? I thought the fancy one had a picture of fancy beetle on it. Oh no, there he is. He's got a big fuck off stupid hat. A fine welcome to you, young person that I've never seen before. You're so lucky to meet me at this time. This shop will close in just 7 more days. 500 rupees. Shit, I need to buy that. $900 rupees, 950 rupees. I need 2,000 rupees in less than 7 days.
Bye.
Alright. Mission acquired. Gripes. Well, that's a priority. 7 days. I'm guessing he moves. I hope he doesn't disappear forever. I've never actually checked that. Oh, we're gonna have to go fishing for some money, I think. The only people who end up making it through DS1 potentially the Firekeepers, the Londo Ruins dude, Petrus and Patches. And Petrus doesn't fucking deserve to make it through. The Londo Ruins dude is the Seeker. No, the Sealer. What's his name? Nice! Blah. The merchant has a bit of a story as well in Dark Souls 2, but only a bit of one. They it really only serves to show you what it means to go hollow a little bit. But we've already seen a ton of that, so I don't know. It's a little redundant. Ingwood the Sealer. One of 3 sealers in Dark Souls 1. Along with, was it Yulva and an unnamed one that hangs up with Lautrec that may or may not be the 3rd sealer. Now then. Yeah, it's really kind of obvious, but you know, DS2 is the one where Miyazaki wasn't the director, and it kind of shows, it misses a lot of the subtlety of Dark Souls 1. Bearing in mind Dark Souls 1 is a game where there are huge areas like the Painted World of Ariamis, the Great Hollow, and subsequently Ash Lake that are entirely missable because they're very, very well hidden. Like, that's a ballsy move from a game developer to spend so much time and effort on an area and then hide it so that most players won't actually see it without getting information about it. Hopefully through the online messaging system, but more through just community and message boards and stuff. Very, very clever game. In that it was kind of designed to be talked about like that outside of itself. The DLC is hidden, it is. It's quite well hidden, actually. It's what Forbidden Siren tried to do, it messed up. Yeah, it's like way too cryptic. But that's what I love about Dark Souls, there's so much detail in the world. The fact that people were still speculating about who the firstborn son was until Dark Souls 3, and I had a pretty good idea, like, nobody knew who it could have been, like, it's kind of a curveball, but I'd already had a pretty good idea of what kind of character the firstborn might be, so I was not in the Solaire camp. Because I don't think Solaire was ever the firstborn. I think he was part of a covenant of warriors who followed the ideals of the firstborn, which is why his story, if you look at it, he's kind of got parallels with the idea of the firstborn put forward in the original Dark Souls. Like, he goes off on this journey to find his own son. The firstborn inherited a son, and he is afraid that he'll be made a fool of because he can't find it, so, you know, there's that whole aspect of it. It's interesting how his story draws parallels with it, but ain't no firstborn. Not some, bro. Was I close? I mean, I'd suspected that the firstborn was... Like, there's only so much detail you can get from the first game, but I had suspected that it was a Dragon Rider, someone who was a knight who had been forsaken by his own people and who'd probably left. So yeah, when you see the guy in the 3rd game, I was like, hey, you know what? That's not that far off, and it kind of totally makes sense. Anyway, Femfox, A Princess of Mars, Edgar Rice Burroughs. That's the new book cover for next time. Let's have a look over here. How long my cursor's been there. Oh, I can't look at it because my internet's broken, but I will copy and paste that link somewhere and I'll look at it later. Thank you, Femfox. Stupid internet problem. Fucking hate it. Alright, we need 1,000 rupees, and we need to do these 3 tiles, and then we need to go and visit this island down here, Ice Ring Isle. Wait a minute. It's got a million covers, but that's your favourite one. Your favourite book? Ooh, exciting. Well, I should definitely put that on for next time. Candy! I'm trying to fix this chair cushion a little bit. It kind of sucks. I hear the bird people who live on Dragon Roost Island east of here have invented an incredibly useful device that they call a grappling hook. Well, it's like the first thing we do and we're not even allowed over here. Why are you giving me this? It teaches us how to get joy pendants if we haven't figured it out. They actually do barely wear anything in the Barsoom series. Oh, okay. I'm gonna check that out later. Yeah, again, I have this weird problem ever since I installed Citrix for work, where sometimes my internet just stops working, except everything still works, but the only thing that doesn't work is internet pages. I don't know why this happens. Like, I can still see chat, and I'm clearly streaming, but I can't get on any website other than YouTube. At first I thought it was an IPv4 issue, but I've narrowed it down to probably a VPN issue instead. Since the only VPN thing I'm running right now is Citrix, I blame Citrix. 2 letters? Oh man. Cash on delivery? I have 201 rupees! I think I made of money. Oh, it's from Arrow. Have you been, big brother? I'm here on the pirate ship writing you this letter. Isn't that neat? At first I was really scared, but they're actually all really nice. Oh, they're all actually nice. For pirates, I mean. Mr. Gonzo is a really big guy, but ever since Miss Tetra left, he's been crying like a baby. It's kind of funny, but sort of sad too. Nudge is a little strange, but nice too. And as for Senza, his beard makes him look pretty mean. But he tells really cool stories when he gets in the right mood. When he's drunk. Zuko is kind of weird, and Mako is pretty quiet. Mako immediately gets mad whenever I try to take his glasses, so I do that a lot. Hee hee! That's my sis. As usual, Nico is always fooling around. He won't take anything serious. Actually, he seems sad not to have you around anymore. Were you guys good friends? I helped them all out with their chores, and they actually paid me a little for it, so I'm sending the money to you. Please use it, big brother. What a sweetheart. I'll loan you my telescope for a little longer, but you have to return it to me eventually, okay? Sure thing. I'm doing fine here, so don't you worry. I'll take care of myself, so you be sure to take good care of yourself. Good luck, Arrow. She sent us 20 rupee. That's pretty cool. Right, I need to make some serious fucking dollar bills, yo!
Money, money, money! Cha-ching!
Rasum is the book word for Mars. I see. Young Waker of the Winds, allow me to aid you in your quest. Please give me some shit. Some good shit. Ooh. Whoa. Sweet. That's exactly what I wanted. Affairs in this fountain shall ease your weariness. When you grow fatigued from your battles, come here to be refreshed. Got us another maelstrom. That's 3 now. You forgot about the ferry battle. I didn't. We've got 3 maelstroms in our inventory in case something goes horribly wrong. Where'd my boat go? Oh, right. Okay. Here we are. I guess we'll go north. Yeah, it's easy to get back there. We can go west from there to get that tile. I thought we might as well just sail it. It's not that far away. Wonder how best to farm some rupees. Certainly getting these treasures is a good start. If we can find any more of those octolings, that might be good. Octolings? big Octorok things. Giant ones. Squid lads, yeah, let's just go with that. Ooh. That'll do. It's free. God, they're everywhere. Have you ever done photogrammetry? No, I haven't. But I'll tell you, I work with a guy. Is it Greg Barron? He is probably one of the world's best. The guy is a legend of photogrammetry. He does basically all of our materials, and he knows everything about it. So I've heard a lot about photogrammetry from just speaking with that guy, but yeah, I've never done it. It's one of those subjects, fields of art that's like very specified that I just have no desire to get into. Photogrammetry is basically the art of creating models and materials from photographs of the real world. So you take a shitload of photographs and you stick it into software and you map out where the light hits and where the dark hits and all this other stuff. I don't know, it's very complicated. But effectively, the way that most realistic materials these days are put into games is by taking photos of stuff and then changing it into game-ready assets through a long series of steps and programs and shaders and stuff. When we have an internal thing called a candy shop, and we have like a whole materials thing that's company-wide, and I think Greg did a little talk on there about the pipeline that he was suggesting, and there was like 12 different pieces of software involved. Working on a project, wondering if you had any advice for better alignment. Alignment, yeah, I don't know too much about it, but do you mean just about the photographs in general? Because I know that when Greg does it, he'll stick the camera on a tripod and he will take a shitload of photos from down, like facing straight down at the ground, and then move the camera like a very small step and just take a shitload more photos. Yeah, I don't really know how to align them all manually, sorry. But if you check on ArtStation, there's plenty of tutorials and stuff. In fact, it might even be on there. Let me check, because I know a couple of our guys have done tutorials on ArtStation before. But it's a fascinating subject. Oh, I can't go on the internet. I keep forgetting. Sorry. Check ArtStation. Search for, I think it's Greg Barron. I do sometimes get him mixed up with somebody else. There's a lot of people. Let me check. photogrammetry. Yeah, okay, so on Ubisoft, I can't paste this in chat, but on Ubisoft, on YouTube, there's a thing called Ubisoft Candy Shop Days 2019, and there's a presentation, the one I was just talking about, by Greg Barron. I'll type it. If you search for that, that's pretty in-depth. Oh, small fry. Go. You've seen those weird rings of light that appear on the surface of the sea, haven't you, small fry? Some of them only appear at night. Oh, that's all the random ones that we've been getting. But yeah, out of the people that I know, or know of, I can't think of anyone else who knows anything more about that subject. It's basically an expert, so... It's like, you know, some people are really passionate about things. Like, I like making music a lot. I love making music. I can do it all day and it doesn't faze me because it's just, I don't feel like I'm working, I'm just doing it. And photogrammetry is that to that guy. I don't think there's anything on these islands, just some annoying ships. That was ambitious, wasn't it? Do you reckon we can hit it? Oh, damn it! Got away from us, chat. Got away from us! Although, I've been thinking about getting back into materials only yesterday because I was looking at how pretty Dark Souls 1 is, and I was wondering exactly how they did put together a lot of stuff, because there are places where I would use like material decals and things to do a lot of small details on a wall. But in Dark Souls, it almost looks like they've done that and then baked it down. And there's a whole lot of bespoke-looking stuff in there as well. So, I don't know, I kind of really want to make some FromSoft-esque assets. The good thing is that I have access to Substance now because I can get on my work PC anytime, but the bad thing is I have to do it through Citrix, so it's terrible. Is it like the fan team for Resi 4 HD Remaster went to actual locations to get photos to mod into the game as textures? Kind of. Effectively, that's what it gets used for, but you can also use photogrammetry to do megascans, which is stuff like... Well, there's whole libraries you can get of megascans, but things like trees and rocks and leaves and stuff like that gets used everywhere. But because you take it with photos, the amount of data you get is so huge that you can create exceptionally realistic substance materials using the photographs once you've treated them, and you can even generate models off of the point data. So when we were talking about Unreal Engine 5 and it was showing off like, hey, you can put these great big assets in without having to optimize them first, as much as that is like a almost wishful thinking until I see it in action, it's still very cool to think that we could do half of the steps involved in the photogrammetry and mega scanning and then just throw that thing in without having to spend another week optimizing it. But it's really good because a lot of other workflows, especially with Substance, involve actually creating textures that look realistic. So things like dirt and mud, anything that's a noisy texture, you can create it using basic shapes and noise filters and stuff from scratch in Substance, it's just way easier to do it with photographs. Retopo is half of your bloody time and working assets. Half. Yeah. So I've gotten to the point where I've made so much stuff now that I'm just like... I try to make it with tileable materials in mind for optimization reasons, so I try to build it low poly, and then I just add like... I might add like an atlas where I put like a couple of polys on a corner, but then I put a really good like decal on that, or a transparent texture that looks like damage. And then, well, if it's a corner, it's a little different because you tend to add a couple of bits of geometry on corners anyway, because you generally spend more time seeing silhouettes on corners. But yeah, definitely when it comes to doing like high polys and stuff like that, that's the easy part, and then you have to spend forever retopologizing it. It's fucking hell. That would save us a ton of time if the engine could do that for us. Forbidden Siren was using animated photos as character faces. Well, that's much more simple, though. Photogrammetry is about taking all of the values that the thing has to offer, like PBR values, and putting it into a shader that can basically recreate realistic real-world lighting. Using textures as a face is just using textures as a face. But if they use textures and then generated a very extremely realistic looking face sculpt like they do in Death Stranding, then that would be different. I advise anyone to go and look at that video, even just to scrub through it, just to get an idea of what photogrammetry is if you're interested in learning something about game and other digital media development that you might not know. Games is one of those things, especially AAA, where you can have an idea of how games are made, but it's really hard to get a total handle on exactly how much goes into it until you see that there's like, you know, there's people who are dedicated just to doing trees, or there's a person that just does materials, or there's a person that, you know, just does vehicles and stuff like that. Did I get the fish here? No? I thought I'd just... Oh no, I didn't get the fish. I sailed right past him, and I just got this treasure instead. I got my treasure goggles on. Tell you what, I'm going to talk to this fish, and then we're going to go straight to the ice dungeon, because I haven't really done anything other than talk shit. I've been thinking about something yesterday. Going back to Souls. I've been thinking about the similarities between systems and character ideas and stuff from Demon Souls that showed up in Dark Souls 3. And there's a couple of other times where ideas like that show up in Dark Souls 1 as well. Like the phalanx in Ariamis, for example. And I have nothing to base this on, but part of me wonders if the world of Demon Souls, if Boletaria, existed in a similar plane of existence to Dark Souls. Like, same world, different time, different place kind of thing. And the reason I got to thinking that was because they kind of wrapped up Dark Souls 3 really nicely, especially with its kind of hidden ending, which I love. But the next obvious game they could make would be a Demon Souls 2, and I'm just thinking how many ideas from Dark Souls might make it into that if they did. Of course I know they're doing Elden Ring, but that would be nice. It's just things like the similarities between the Firekeeper in DS3 and the Candle Maiden, like how the rights of Firekeepers and the customs change over time. You don't think they'd do it because it's tied to Sony? I mean, Dark Souls was originally tied to Sony. Did that ever come out on Xbox? Because I'm pretty sure that came out on the PS3, and then Dark Souls 2 was multi-platform PC, PS3. And Bloodborne is also... Oh, they published through Namco Bandai, but now they're publishing through Sony, you mean? But yeah, Bloodborne was Sony, wasn't it? I don't think Demon's Souls is connected to Dark Souls lore if you mean that, but it's arguably connected to Bloodborne. Yeah, I just mean it feels like it could exist, like with the whole time and space is weird thing, that it could exist in a similar plane. Yeah, I know about the Umbasa thing. That's like the one link between Bloodborne and Demon's Souls, but it is also cut content, and we don't know if it was cut because they didn't want that connection in there, or if it was cut for some other reason. Like Oscar. Oscar of Astora. All of his quest lines were cut. Is it Astora? Is he off Astora? Also just the whole thing of demons having what's basically an old one as a driving force. Yeah, but this is like... I think that's one of the things I was thinking at. What's this? Weird guy on an island east of here. He had a pack on his back. That's a Goron, I think. Not a Goron. The guy with the big pack. Okay, I'm gonna head... Where is east? Oh, I don't know. We're going down here anyway. What was I thinking? So the old one exists as a driving force for the mist, but I wondered if okay, so here's kind of the... I don't want to spoil Dark Souls 3's ending, but if you know what the secret ending is, Pastry in particular, because I know you're interested in this, I feel like that ending is actually the beginning of the Age of Man. Because I always had this theory that in the first game, the reason that the Way of White, who follow Gwyn, want you to go and kindle the flames, you know, it's like the gods don't want to lose their standing in the world, kind of. So it's almost a trick in order to trick the undead into going to rekindling the flame. Yeah, we need to keep the fire going, you know, give your money to the government, kind of thing. And because of that ending of Dark Souls 3, that third ending... Hang on a minute. It makes me think that that might be the beginning of the Age of Man proper, and then in the future, maybe some other shit goes down that happens in Demon's Souls. But like, yeah, I'd have to find stuff to base this on. It's just a fun thought that I was having. It's all speculation. That's also my argument for why I think the crow at the beginning is one of Velka's crows. I think Velka, as the goddess of sin, is trying to help you not get to Kingseeker Framt, but to get to Darkstalker Kath. Yeah, they could tie them together if they wanted to. If they did another Souls game, I'm sure that would be the one where if they don't tie them all together, then I'm not expecting that to be a thing. But I like to imagine that Boletaria might be a distant future post Dark Souls 3. But another part of me thought it might happen before Dark Souls 3, and I can't remember why. It makes more sense afterwards. But yeah, I really love that third ending of Dark Souls 3. I was really happy with that. Because again, it's not black and white. Like, you can paint that ending as several different ways, depending on what you understand about the lore and what you speculate about the lore. And speculation is totally fine, by the way. I'm pretty sure Miyazaki himself left things open so that he could speculate on them. But, yeah, I like my interpretation of that ending. So how the hell am I getting in this place? I think I need some... It's pretty chilly. Yeah. So the first thing we need to do is find the fish of this island. Actually, maybe we should visit Headstone Island first. I got real cold there, didn't I? Oh, froze. The abyss is definitely typically spooky and seems bad. What are we looking at? They're really bad guys. It's hard to fault Gwyn for not wanting to lose everything and make a war for the gods. And also there's this kind of fear of the dark and the cold. You know, it's like, if we keep this flame going, we can warm ourselves. I think that's why he makes you get the Lord Souls. It's like, we've spread this too thin, we need to get all of them together so we can rekindle this thing, and then we can warm ourselves by the fire all over again. In our hubris, we spread out, but now we need to reset and be able to continue and persevere against the darkness. But yeah, if you think about humanity being the dark soul, the soul of man, and you think about the abyss being very, very black, sort of consumed with humanity, and the depths of the abyss, which you see in the DLC, kind of makes sense. Yeah, Gwyn kind of already gave everything up as well. You can argue that you see that statue of him in Anor Londo and he's all big, but then when you see him, he's a lot smaller, and you could argue that that's just for like gameplay reasons, but you could also argue because Guinevere is also very big, but then there's a whole other thing associated with that, that maybe because he's given so much of his soul away, he's lost a lot of power, but he's made sacrifices too to try and maintain Anor Londo and its denizens and stuff like that. He's just looking out for his own. Yeah, it could just be that. But man, I really get interested when it starts to talk about things like Velka and Priscilla and just the Firstborn and the plight of humanity and their curse against the light. It's all super cool, super interesting. But hey, we're not playing Dark Souls right now. We'll be getting to that. I'm sure I'll geek out about that while I'm playing it. I gotta stay Zelda. Stay Zelda'd. I just went off on a whole thing, right. But yeah, all that stuff that I know about the first game, I don't know shit about the second game anywhere near as much. So... that's homework for me. Can't get in here either. I wish to inquire, when is RE2 remake up? Because I do need to play that, don't I? After Zelda. Because I came to the realization just now that I hadn't planned any games after Zelda, so that sounds like a fun game we could do. That was worth asking. Yeah, I actually had no plans. I was like, I don't really know what I'm going to play next. And I think I probably had an idea of what I wanted to play about 2 weeks ago, but I've since forgotten. Oh, Lynchy, I'm jealous. So yeah, let's do RE2 when we're done this. Oh, I am going to enjoy it. I was trying to get it done for October last year. If you remember, I was trying to mod it, but I couldn't get the scripts to work in 3DS. No, I was trying to do it for Christmas. I'll tell you what I was going to do because I'm never going to be able to get it working. Basically, I was going to replace Nemesis. Is it Nemesis? Mr. X. I was going to replace Mr. X with Santa Claus. Like, complete with a big sack, and then it would play Christmas music. You know that song? You better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out. I was going to have him do that. But yeah, the script wouldn't work in 3ds Max on like several different versions on several computers. I just couldn't get it going, so I gave up. But I wouldn't have just replaced him with Santa Claus. I was gonna get like Marvelous Designer up and do a proper outfit and, you know, get into ZBrush and do all that stuff. Mother and Child Isles. He's going to find out. He's going to find out. He's going to find out. Can you imagine that bursting through the wall? It's like... You better watch out. I mean, I might still replace the music anyway, even though it's not Christmas themed. That's easy enough to do. Fran, I'm going to make a note of that so I don't forget. I'm playing Resident Evil 2. I've written it on a pink bunny sticker. That seems appropriate. These stickers don't stick though. It's a little problem. Shift and S on? What was that? Oh. Welcome back, Maelstrom. We spent ages running around the ocean not knowing what to do, but now I think I'm in the right place. Right, two things. One, this is adorable. Two, this is kind of scary, and it's mainly because it's a child with creepy, weird kid music, but also that she's the fairy queen and that she has a doll that I'm not sure if it's a doll or a dead fairy. So, make of it what you will. Greetings, child. Tee-hee-hee. It seems the door to your fate has already swung open, has it not? No, it's definitely a doll. You can see the stitches. I am the queen of the fairy world. Too much Dark Souls, though, that's what it is. What's the matter, peculiar doll? Does this not surprise you, child? I like you. And so I shall give new power to the bow that you wield. Oh, right, yes, this opens up the way for us. Tales from the unexpected. Oh, it's a puppet. That's not creepy at all. Oh, it's made of fairies. Right, okay. They seem perfectly fine with it. Brain freeze! Heartburn! The powers of fire and ice have been added to your arrows! Oh, nice. That's what we needed. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. They can melt my heart? I don't think so. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. No, Othithi, we don't kill the fairy queen. She's good to us. She gave us fire and ice arrows. What if you fire an ice arrow at a fire arrow? Then what? Shit. It's like if Vin Diesel gets kicked by Chuck Norris. What happens? They probably cancel each other out. Then they're magic. Well, that was cool, wasn't it? So now we can go to those places that we couldn't get to before. Let's go to Cold World. According to the Pokemon anime, it creates ice fire. Is that when it's like Growlithe combines his attack with some other Pokemon? I have this very vague memory of that happening. I don't remember what it was. A little crusty there for a second, huh? Did you? Alright. We're back, baby. Yeah, baby. Not that way, baby. This way, baby. Okay. There's an Aloha version of Vulpix that is now called, yes. The reason oh yeah, quick note. When I was thinking about playing Dark Souls 2, I was like, I want to play 3, because I really like 3, but I don't play 2 as much, so I'm going to play 2, but then I was remembering how fucking cool the Boreal Valley is. I mean, basically I get to that point in the game and then I just stay there for ages because it's cool as hell, even though it's not actually that big. It's been forever in Boreal Valley. It's hailing, Lynchy, it's hailing for you. It was like windy as hell in the north. There's gale force winds right now. It's really sunny here in the middle. Those golfers who crouch like Borked of the Boreal Valley, which you get to after you defeat Vape Lord Molnir, yes. So do I just shoot there? Do I shoot in there? I think Vape Lord Molnir is one of my favourite Dark Souls memes. Oh, it's only frozen for 5. Oh god, get used to that fucking sound, chat. Oh, it's on my face. What? So good. What? You're going to be hearing that a lot in here. One more time. Wait, how do I get in there? It's a little slidey. NGL. What was that song? Go, Link, go! Me, go, me, go! This is basically me walking on ice anyway, so it's kind of realistic. Go me! Yeah, I'm gonna build myself up. I'm allowed. Yeah. Come on, me, let's go. Alright. Gotta be big carefuls in here. Damn it. Oh, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, that was it. Yeah, this is really short. The boomerang is headphones, yes. I couldn't think of anything. I thought it was a ring fit. Headphones. They spin quite nicely, actually. Anyway, we've got a new item. Oh, and the timer's stopped. Who wants to see it? Okay, chat, you got 3 guesses what I did with these iron boots. Go. You guess, and I'll go and get some water. Okay, we got several guesses. Bare feet, no, but I love it. Sonic sneakers, no, but also a good idea. Would be the opposite of fast, though. Seals, close. I thought about doing seals, but only after I'd already done them, and I didn't want to do them again. Hands, no, but dope. It's just bunny slippers. Again, should have replaced it with the squeak noise again. Yeah, seals. I did the bunny slippers and I was like, yo, this is really cool. I should have done seals. And then I didn't want to do them again. Oh no! Holy shit, that's brutal. I love how I thawed him out and then froze him again. That's the way. I really like the fact they give you both of those at once. No, get your stupid helmet off. Oh no. There we go. So he just fucking breaks straight out of that shit. There we go. Need that money. Really glad we got the arrow upgrade as well. That's a good find. Ah. That really is the best way to deal with these things. Oh, I don't want that. My life is on fire! We might have enough Knights Crests, actually, to go back to the island soon. I think we were getting pretty close. What was it? Oh no, we only have 11. We need like 20. What the fuck? I thought I had way more than that. Nice. Now we can afford to get that mail, but we really should save up for the boat stuff first. 900 rupees. Oh, 1800 we need in total. Come on, me, we can do it. Okay, that's one island down. Uh-oh. Where'd I park? I thought I parked up here. And that's free money, I'm not gonna pass that up. He is very desperate, isn't he? That's my favourite. Fucking faceplant. Where? Ah, well, that's that fun over with. Now we gotta go to Fire Mountain. We could easily cover the rest of these tiles, you know. It's gonna add time, but fuck it, we got time, let's do it. The sooner we do it, the easier it's gonna be to do the treasure hunts later on. Do drive-by, yeah. Speaking of drive-by, another game that's been on my list, probably after Resident Evil now, is Vice City. I miss Vice City. We know what that square is, and we can teleport to it. Because, you know, I had so much fun with Sleeping Dogs, but Vice City lets us do way better things with the radio. Like, we can put the radio properly in instead of me having to manually do it. What do you think about the rumours that GTA 6 will be a Vice City style thing? You know what? I don't know where those rumours came from, but I did see them when they popped up, and I don't know if there's any credence to it or not. There is someone I could ask, but I am absolutely all for another Vice City style game, and it would not surprise me either if it was... Imagine a Vice Cities game but set in the 80s instead of the 70s. That's what I think would be the most logical thing. It has been long enough, yeah, and the reason I say that is because you look at Stranger Things and all fucking... I don't know, Stranger Things is just the only example that comes to mind right now, but there's a lot of stuff that popped up recently with this kind of retro 80s feel. Kung Fury and all that. It's the right generation for that game now, with 80s making a comeback. Stranger Things. Yeah, I think my point was going to be, with the 80s being kind of big in the media, people are now of the age where nostalgia for the 80s is at an all-time high. Not the 80s, but the 80s we remember, which is slightly different. That's now at an all-time high, and it would be a very, very good idea to do another game set in that kind of time period. And I would definitely be fully on board with another Vice City style game. What do y'all think? Do you think there's any credence to the rumors? Because all that I saw was like an image that anyone could have made. Why did I do that? I love the whole Regan Thatcher aesthetic. It'll be GTA with fucking lo-fi radio, like aesthetics. That fucking word. All the best 80s synth hits. That'd be great. 80s rock and roll. There's plenty of that. Oh man, the metal radio would be amazing. It'd just be like Judas Priest and Motley Crue. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a big fan. Not a big fan, but I am a fan of the Crew. I would enjoy some Crew in my game. All the rumors I saw were more or less the logo could be GTA Vice City. Yeah, there's not much to it, but you could be down. I know a guy that worked in QA there, but he would have to break NDA to tell me, and I don't think he would, so, you know. It would be unprofessional of me to ask. But I'd be interested to know if anyone else I know has asked him. Drive-by number 1. Oh, we've only got 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, exactly 6 squares and exactly 6 bait. Let's try not to fuck this up. Doing a big careful. I did play quite a bit of 5, nowhere near as much as some people I know, but I think if I'm willing to put that much time into 5, I would definitely be willing to put a lot of time into 6 if it was like that. Boating course. Let me ask you something, Fry. You've been using R to make your boat jump? Yes. Oh, that's what this is about. Alright, we've got to do a fun boat ride. Yeah, I've got a friend who plays a lot of online GTA 5 as well. Some people really love it. I don't really get it. It is fun to goof around. But like the actual events and races and stuff, I just don't find them interesting. I just enjoy running around in the world. And it's sometimes fun to do that with people, sure. But hey, now we all got it for free on Epic Games Store. Maybe we could do a thing where we all run around and have some fun one day. I do need to install it. There's a pretty slick boat you got there, kiddo. So what do you say? Oh, we could start like a gang, like a VOT gang. That's the thing you can do. You want to play a boat game for 30 rupees? Sure. Sail over the barrels floating in the water and see how many rupees you can bring in the finish line within the time limit. Gotcha. Them's the rules. Let's give it a shot. I wonder how your PC will handle it. I mean, my PC should be okay with it. It's not the worst computer in the world, but I'm certainly not running it on max settings. Don't worry though, a new GPU is on the way as soon as they release one. I'm talking day one when they release those new Ampere GPUs. I'm buying one. Oh no! I missed the big hitter. But I can't really go back for it. Nah, did it again! Well, as long as I make more than 30 rupees, I guess that's fine, right? This game's never made sense to me. It's like, hey, for 30 rupees you can go out there and get like 100 rupees. Sure. Seems like a win-win. I wonder if I actually get to keep this money, or if it's just part of the game's scoring. This job sucks. Oh, 20, 20, 20. Let's go. Thinking about sleeping peppers. I mean, that, yeah, that. I think Sleeping Dogs is a special case because it's a Squeenix game, and I don't know. I feel like sometimes I have trouble running their games in particular anyway. It could just be not very well optimized for PC. But you're right, it has been many years since I bought my GPU, and it is now at the point where I have to run Doom on sort of medium graphics. I think I can get away with a lot, but I might have to put it on slightly potato mode to enjoy GTA. Microtransactions of online make it expensive just to piss about in. Yeah, everyone, also when you play online on PC, it's full of people who have just hacked money and invincibility onto their accounts, so it's unfair anyway, so there's no point spending money on it. Gosh, sorry, I've got there's like a cut in the side of my nail and it's way too deep and it's starting to snag on me, but I shouldn't pick at it because it will tear all my skin off. Way to be! Alrighty then, here's the 125 rupees you collected as I promised. Really? Is this like one of those guys that rings you up and is like, hey, you've won a free boat, and you just hang up, but actually you did win a free boat, but nobody will take the call? There's a Mitchell and Webb sketch about that. There's a bunch of guys who all look like the same kind of Captain Birdseye looking sailor dude, and they're like, damn it, we've got all these boats, and nobody takes the calls for all these boats. Ah, fuck! Nvidia, I have a 1060, which is probably why I'm getting bottlenecks at this day and age. Because, like, you know, that card is probably like 5 or 6 years old now, and also it's the low end of the 10 series. Worth it. Fuck. My boat. I'm gonna drown. It's so far away. Fine. It's not worth it. But this is it. I could buy a 20 series card right now, but I don't want to because these Amperes will be out like end of the year probably. Ah! It would be a massive waste of cash. The technology is just way too good in the new cards to dive in on on a 2 series now. Oh, fuck! I'm terrible at this game. I'm only going to do this one more time, though, because we've got the rest of the map to uncover. And we need to do that volcano lair. Secret volcano lair. But we do need to make the rupees. I suspect a lot of the treasure maps we have will have silver rupees in, so we're not that desperate. Fuck! It'll probably be cheaper than current Turing cards. Maybe they might price it the same just because of the tech that they've got. They could make it cheaper based on their manufacturing, I expect, but I don't know if they would from a business perspective. We'll see. I mean, they do make billions off the Bitcoin market still, so yeah. I'm not saying that I don't want them to be cheaper. Don't get me wrong. I would love them to be cheaper than the current Turing cards. If they did make them cheaper, they would pretty much blow AMD's graphics division out of the water at this point. But that's okay, because AMD could just focus on making dank processors. How did I have a minute left after screwing up that hard? Dude, this game is the easiest game in the world. You're just giving your money away. Oh god, I kind of want to do it one more time just for the extra rupees, but we'll come back here when we start hunting for monies. Because we're probably going to find some as we go. Also, not sure. Also not sure. Wait. That's the fire island that we're going to, I think. East of the sun and west of the moon. Let's go. Nvidia are currently being sued by investors because they underreported what proportion of their income came from miners. Now that the bottom has dropped out, they've lost a bunch of income. Sounds fun. Yeah, I heard that they'd been hiding their income from... Wait, it's a submarine. Oh, damn it. Those have good treasure in... Oh yeah, I know it was in the billions. It's pretty big. Yeah, this is the opposite of a Carney game, isn't it? He really is like that Mitchell and Webb sketch. He's like trying to give everyone a free boat, but no one will take his calls. So he just makes people play a game and goes, "Hey, you won 500 rupees! Hooray! I've got too much money." Yeah, it would be interesting to see how Ampere works with Envank. One of the things that I'm looking forward to with just having a new GPU is that I can offload everything to it. I'm using 1.6% of my CPU right now to stream this at 60 FPS. But it'd still be nice to have the GPU just handle everything. Cook and look. Do it. Wait, no, that's not a fucking boat. That's the island we were at before. I'm such an idiot! Remember the spell. Okay, fine. Gonna finish our drive-bys. I feel like we did... Oh no, last time we did a short episode where we got some stuff done, but the one before that we did a lot of exploring the map. This is kind of something that we just had to get out of the way at some point. Getting all these map tiles. It's kind of a big part of it. And then when we go hunting for treasure, that's going to take up a chunk of time as well, but I can spread that out now that I know I've got the map tiles. In fact, we'll do the mandatory treasure hunts, which is the Triforce stuff, and then beyond that, we probably won't do the other ones until after we have it. The Triforce, I mean. Currently using 95.6% of your CPU for Photoshop. Oof. You know, Adobe programs I've noticed are really inefficient. Like, I was running After Effects earlier, fairly simple scene, and it chugs like a motherfucker. I've given it all my memory. It's just really not super efficient. It's not even After Effects that's that bad. It's if I try to use anything outside of After Effects, it's hogged so much memory and CPU power that it just... I click on Chrome and it goes... Ugh. Wait. That's a submarine, and then there's a fish up there. Okay, gotcha. Kind of went the opposite direction. Bananas. Banana milk. Illulul. This sound reminds me of Dark Souls 2 for some reason. Bonfires, I don't know. Buttermilk. What's buttermilk? Dunno. Hey, we've almost got enough for one of those two items. That's good. I'm gonna fucking run him down. Grand Theft Auto, here we go. Oh wait, no, vehicular homicide, that was it. But it won't let me jump because I'm too close to it. Damn it. Homicide! Aww. How dare you not let me commit vehicular atrocities on the open seas? This is kangaroo court. Weird. Da-na-na-na. He's not a pirate, he just hangs around with loads of them. Interesting. I feel like this should have been more of a puzzle, but then someone changed their mind on it. Sweet! We're halfway to our 10th heart. Don't you dare! He entrusts them with his little sister and has a crush on their captain. Well, that was just you projecting as a kid. It's okay. Hey, Tetra's pretty cool. There's worse people to crush on. But I think it's the other way around. I think Tetra's into Link. Ah, this is the other constellation, yes. That we saw in the sky. Okay, the true drive-by starts here. Going all the way. Hey, Neo! Ahoy! Four more squares. How you doing, buddy? Have you seen it, Small Fry? The ghost ship? Yep, I've seen it. I've been inside of it. Well, not inside it, but like kind of in it, through it. But we will get Elwip in it at some point. You're going to start doing regular stream streaming. Ooh, good. I did enjoy Mighty Niall, for everyone who's in the chat. I did some MMO streams in the past. He's not been doing them quite so often recently, but if you get back into it, I would be very, very happy to see those. What are you planning on doing, my friend? Ghost ship! Jinkies! Wait, yeah. Next tile. Sometimes the fish is right on the border of the tile, so you get a little confused. Martinal! You like the next one? You're doing a non-fighting playthrough of WoW. Ah, a pacifist run. That is a difficult but entirely doable challenge. World of Peacecraft. There was a series about it, wasn't there? That was Griffin McElroy from former Polygon. But now the brothers McElroy, they have their own channel on YouTube. But yeah, I remember that there was a really cool run of that, and they even made like a... They put an NPC in. Was he called Randy? I think his name was. So I would love to see that done again from a different perspective. Do that as a cow, a peaceful cow. That makes sense. Inspired you, yeah. I love that, by the way. It's such a good social experiment, that series of videos. Yeah. Cliff Plateau Isles. Well, I look forward to it. Let me know when you go live, Neil, and I will jump in. Not sure if you still want to fish because technically it's not fighting. Everyone's getting calzones and pizzas. I'm waiting until next week for mine. It's going to be good. Do you know about the Nintendo Gallery? The only way in there is to hit a switch that's way up high up on the Forest Haven. Oh. The only way to do that would be to bribe one of the girls by putting bait on your head. Ah, I didn't think of that. I could have done that. Oh no, a shark. Give a shit about you fucking stupid ass shark. Try coming on land. Yeah, I don't think so. Fishing. Are you doing like a peaceful? You should do like a full vegan run where you can only use botany. Did that fish have boobs? Nope. No, you're imagining things. Botany and mining. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this is one of the weird outlying dungeons where it's just like, oh, this area is like really unique. It's weird, because I think you're supposed to be able to spin these things around. Oh, the wind doesn't even... I've got no power, that's why. The Peter approved run. Oh man. Yeah, when they're not like murdering animals to make horrific advertising on why you shouldn't murder animals. Yeah, look at this shit. This is weird. But why? Why though? I can just do this. But why though? You'll get yours. Oh, I think I have to carry one of these across, and that's why I have to do that. Using the latest Animal Crossing bullshit they did. Yeah, I did. Well, I guess if you can't protest outside the home, you can protest in the home. I kind of get the message, right? I get the message that Peter try to get across, and some of the people that are part of that group probably are there for animal welfare and stuff as well. But when they start doing like weirdly extremist shit, that's when it gets like what the fuck, man? What's going on? Oh, okay. Wait, what am I doing? Trying to go down and get a stick set on fire? What am I, an idiot? Yes, is the answer to that question. I have references. Dr. Kawashima, he's always disappointed in me. But look at that, we used our big brain for once. They captured fish to give to the owl, so they mass processed the owl keeping the fish, but they're the ones that caught the fish in the first place. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. It's like when they show those posters of like a really... like a lamb that's been, you know, really fucked up, but it's clearly a lamb that they've covered in paint and stuff like this for the poster, and I'm just like, kind of being hypocritical here a little bit about that, you know? One of the first comments in the post was Yum Hamburg. Oh man. I'm in a more for animal welfare, you know. I've actually not bought... I've reduced my meat intake a lot. Because there's finally a fucking product that I like that tastes and acts like meat. I say it a lot as opposed to stops, because I still, like, if I get a takeaway pizza, I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna get a vegetarian pizza. Like, it's crazy. Crazy talk. But, you know, I'm all for that shit. Just don't be, like, dicks about it, you know? As with anything in life. The next comment was, "Give me back my dog." Savage. Where's my boat? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I keep losing my damn boat. My face comment to that was, "Don't worry, he'll euthanize 95% of the animals like yourselves." Oh, favorite comment. Yeah. End suffering by killing. Gotta be careful, they might hunt me down and steal my dog. I don't even have a dog, but they'll probably give me one and then take it away from me and then make up some shit about how I was abusing it. Oh, I've got no magic because I use all my magic on my arrows. That makes sense. What's the product in question? You never tried one that stands up. Okay, the product in question is called Vivera. V-I-V-E-R-A. It's a soya-based meat substitute are a company that makes them, based out of the Netherlands. I tried them ages ago, like 6 months ago. They had some in my local Tesco, but they only had it for that one weekend and it disappeared. But a couple of weeks back, they started stocking it again, but they only had a couple of them. So the one that I tried originally was the chicken pieces, which has the exact same texture as chicken pieces, and since chicken basically doesn't taste of anything unless you're doing a proper roast, for putting it in like burritos and stuff, it was perfectly adequate. The one that they have now that I can get hold of is Greek kebab, which is kind of like a lamb doner, and it's really fucking tasty on its own. I keep eating bits out of the pack and being like, no, I'm supposed to cook this. Vivera. The only problem with it is that right now it's a little bit pricey. It's not that bad when you compare it to the price of chicken breast, because if I buy one pack of the kebab meat, it's like £3, but I make 2 full days worth of food out of that one pack. And 2 chicken breasts cost about that much anyway, so, you know, it's not that much different. I'm happy with it. I really like the taste. I like the texture a lot. I just wish they stocked more of it. So I'm sort of buying it in the hopes that they... what am I doing here? In the hopes that they do stock more of it. Because my local Tesco is a very small Tesco Metro, so they don't have a lot of shit in there. It's in high demand. Is that why it's so hard to get? Well, good. I'm glad it's in high demand, because if they keep producing it to that standard, then they can start making it cheaper if it takes off. And it's fucking nice. I've got to try it on a pizza. Do they contain onions? Because half the veggie stuff has onions and it makes my tummy ache. I don't know. I haven't checked. And I don't have any right now to check it with, unfortunately. I'm on a budget week. I bought rice and tins of beans. Hey, wait a minute. There's like a door on this island. But we are here to get that fishy first. It's a common flavor enhancer, so it probably does. They've got a website, Neil, you could check. They've got all of their products listed there as well. They have garlic powder in them that also plays havoc. That's a shame. But like I said, they've got like a whole bunch of different things, so they might not all have that in. Rice and tins of beans sounds like the last 3 years of your life. Yeah, that's kind of been the last year of my life, and it's almost over. It's just the last week of me being broke, probably forever now, so... So, yeah, I couldn't afford to buy my nice Vivera. I instead bought mainly rice and beans, and I got, like... I'm ashamed to say it, but I bought Tesco's Hearty Foods brand chicken nuggets. Well, life isn't almost over, Neil, although it might be, you never know. I could die right now of a brain aneurysm. Heck, all of us could, simultaneously. Wouldn't that be a thing? But, yeah, no, I'm good. That'd be really... I wanted to say unlucky, but it would kind of be lucky. Depends on how you look at it. It's just like... What are the odds, you know? Welcome to my world. I'd miss your soothing voice. I wouldn't. Does anyone else get this? I really hate when I read the dialogue in this game and I have to say my own name. I hate hearing my own name come out of my mouth. Is that something that's other people get? Ah, fuck, I'm gonna do it. Yep, okay, good. To the esteemed Mr. Fairy Person, and you fucking tingle be fleecing our ass with this. Wording. Thank you very much for your purchase, including this incredible chart. This chart will show you where you can find the Triforce charts. Oh, that's cool. Okay, it was worth it. I want you to use it to find lots of them. They are my favourite kind of charts. And also, sir, have you been checking your Tingle chart? Have you seen those giant fairy marks? Follow the chart to get them and your fortune will increase greatly. I'm a bit of a narcissist too sometimes, Neil, but only in recent years. Took a while to get there. Just hearing my own name come out of my own mouth. It's weird. Makes me uncomfortable. Right, we have a Triforce chart. Oh, that was Dragon Roost. Not Dragon Roost, Windfall, I think. The Incredible chart has been updated to contain the Triforce chart locations. There's one on this island, wouldn't you know it? What is that glowing? There's a Triforce Piece to the south of us as well, so we should grab that. Totally missed it. There's one on the sunken ship, on the ghost ship. We're going to come back for these later mostly, but we'll get these two while I'm here. Wait a minute. That's bars, that is! Oh, guys, we finally get to use our pizza! Okay. Good. Shiny arc! This is so hard to aim. In fact, I remember having to do it this way on the GameCube, to go down at an angle and then back up again. It was just easier for me for some reason. Shiny arc! Shiny arc! Oh, so close. I shouldn't be saying shiny arc. We don't have the light arrows yet. Are you winning? I don't know, man. I'm trying to shoot this dang bird. I can't shoot this dang bird getting out of the goddamn sky and tell you what. We'll get him eventually. Oh my god. Okay. This... yeah, it keeps fucking moving. No. Alright, this isn't gonna work. We're just gonna have to try and... we're gonna have to wing it. I've only got 2 hoi pairs. Hi! Sorry, pizza. The fuck is that prick doing? Someone lives over there. All his life. We'll try and get him eventually. Well, I've given up now. Tell you what, though, I did hit the switch by accident while I was doing that. How do I fucking hit that? There we go. Right, since I've got his attention, I should fly up there. Oh, it's easier said than done. But that dive actually got us some distance, so that's good. I think they're both after us now. Okay. We'll be okay. This is a fucking Ace Combat Seagull. This is our mascot. Yes! Good luck with your bird problem. 100% no. It's really hard to get a lead on. Aha! Now who's the stupid Kawashima with the smooth brain one? Fucking no, 100%. No faith. Ye of little faith. I only got 6 arrows left. Oh yeah, shrines. They have so much money. Thanks, Zelda. Or King, or whatever. Would you have voted yes? No. I just wouldn't have voted. I'm a fence sitter. 40k is yet another edition. I don't know, man. I live next to pretty much, well, across the street from a Games Workshop. Never been in there. I wonder how the edition is these days. When I was like a kid, I was interested in it, but not enough to get right into it. I know some people though who really are. I know my art director is a big 40k collector, and one of my old roommates was as well. But the last I knew about the rules is that they got someone to design it who designed board games, and they got rid of all the weird shit and made it streamlined. So yeah, the fact that there's another edition surprises me, only in that it's a moneymaker. I just wanted to keep releasing proper expansions for Talisman, or re-release the old ones, for goodness sake. You can't get this for love nor money anymore. Alright, there's one Triforce piece to the south of us. So even though we're goofing a lot with these, this drive-by is taking forever, but we are making headway. Like, all of this is stuff that we would have to do. Getting the Triforce charts is something we have to do next. Yes. Well, you're making a killing off those Steam cards. To be fair, I've sold the few of mine that I managed to get up there. I don't know how much I've made, probably like £1. But, I didn't have nearly as many as you did, but I'm definitely going to be listing the rest because I want those Talisman extensions, actually, is the one thing that I want. And it got reduced for a couple of days, but... you know, like, they couldn't have waited another week to reduce it. It's still quite expensive even on key sites, so any money I could get off it would be good, and that's what I want to use my cards on. One more. Hey, we got some arrows back. Bet we can get a lot more than that, can't we? Except when we can't. Yeah, we don't know why people buy Steam cards, but we're glad they do. Sorry about that noise. It passed from my right ear to my left so suddenly that it frightened me. Yeah, another Dorito. Chip. A chip of Dorito. Oh, this one's a funny old shape, isn't it? It's like a McCain's oven chip. Right, okay. Now that we've achieved greatness, we go north. Can't help but find it weird that our boat is an old man now, or if Pastry put him a fucking marshmallow. It got weird after you see him in old man form, and now it's like weird using him as a boat. Do you think it's like the end of the SpongeBob movie where they're like stood on David Hasselhoff, but it's just some old guy? Get on my back, young Tom. We will ride the waves together. Should have turned him into a surfboard. Someone beat me to it. Drive-by continues, and then Volcano Island, where hopefully we'll get the hook shot. I really hope so, because I can't wait to show you that thing. Wait, another fairy island? There's way more of these than I thought there were. I thought there were 4, but there's like 7? I'm gonna say. There's east, north, west, south. The one that was... Oh no, that is west. Oh, west, north, east, south, mother and child. And then that one. 6. It's up there, Neil. We've talked about this a couple of times, like what's the favourite Zelda? I don't know how to pick. I find it hard to put like I wanna say a lot of the time I wanna just pick Breath of the Wild, but I don't wanna put it in the same category as the other ones. But I think out of the earlier generation ones, it's between this and Twilight Princess. And yeah, I think I'm with you. I think I've played... I don't know if I've played this one or Twilight Princess more. I think I've played this one more times. I know Twilight Princess I've played a bunch of times because I played... I've played both versions of it twice, I think. For anyone who doesn't know, it's actually... It was meant to be a GameCube game, but they ported it to the Wii for... to be an early Wii title. And so, because Link is left-handed, he holds his sword in his left hand, but they wanted you to use the Wii remote in the right hand, so they reversed the entire game, basically. So the whole game, all the maps go in the opposite direction on the Wii version as they do the GameCube one, and so I played both of them. And let me tell you, it's really fucking confusing. It's insane that they mirrored the entire game. Yeah, well, I mean, basically it's a screen space shader, right? They just went draw in the opposite direction. There you go. Problem solved. But then they reverse all the text, surely, so I don't even know why. Yeah, it's crazy, but... I guess it was the quickest way to fix it for, my assumption is they wanted to port it on the sheep. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, put an option to switch his hand mode is one thing, but I will say this. Redoing every single one of Link's animations and then... Presumably there's enemies that are designed based on the fact that his sword is in a particular hand, redoing all of that. That's probably a lot harder than just drawing the pixels the opposite way and reversing some textures. You can't think of anything that was designed in such a way that switching his hand would matter, and there may not be, but you'd be surprised. I either way, simply switching his hand is not a case of simply switching his hand, it's a case of redoing every single Link animation. And that's, again, a fuckload more work than changing a couple of textures. I can see why they did it the way they did it, but it's still a really weird thing for them to have done in the first place. Just make people hold the Wiimote with the left hand, like in the olden days. Could they just reverse Link instead? I just don't think it's that easy. Yeah, but they reverse the entire game, but all they have to do to reverse the entire game is put a screen space shader on it that says draw those pixels over there. It's like one thing, whereas with reversing Link, you have to redo all the animations. And because all the bones are named left and right and all this stuff, like, I imagine it was probably just a fuckload of work. I'm only basing that based on how they built this game. Can't you just reverse? It would be easy to say yes, but we don't know how they did the animations. I'm just willing to bet that it was a lot easier to reverse the game screen than it was to redo all that stuff. But anyway, hey, we got big arrows. That's good. I would love to hear a hot take on it from anyone who was involved or someone who works with games from the GameCube of that era. I can tell you that if it was a modern game, reversing the animation data would be fucking out of the question. How would they do it? Let me think. How would they do it? Because if I was to swap Link's model around on this, I would have to... If I wanted his left hand to do the things that the right hand did, I would have to swap the bones around and repaint all the vertex weights. Or find the animations in code and rename all the things back to front, I think. There's a few ways to do it. But yeah, there's like I said, there's still things that we don't really know. Like, there's enemies. I'm thinking of Skyward Sword when I was talking about stuff that needs it to be in a particular hand, so yeah, you might be right about that. What I was thinking of was enemies that hold a shield that you have to slice in a certain direction. Oftentimes they'll hold the shield in, say, their right hand because Link's sword's in his left hand and it's designed after that, but I don't think that stuff was in that game, I'm not sure. Ow. Back in Crazy World, man. Game devs do weird shit, especially when they got no time to do anything. What I would love to know is if they released Twilight Princess again. In fact, they did, actually, didn't they? They did it on the Wii U. Did they release the back-to-front version or the Wii version? I'm guessing the Wii version. Yeah, post-pro versus editing game code, which would then... yeah. Is the GameCube version remastered? Oh, okay. That's even weirder. It's like... Okay, what you do, you Nintendo. I wonder why they didn't just, like, surely they knew that they were releasing a new console. Why didn't they just fucking make Link right-handed in the first place? Was it an afterthought? Did they already do all these animations and then go, oh shit, we need to fix this? We've only got a month left. Those things are all the rage with retail ladies on Dragon Roost Island. Right, yeah, the golden feathers. Retail men who have girlfriends sure have tough lots in life, I tell you. You heard it here first. I wonder if anyone's done any videos about that, actually. There's probably someone on YouTube that knows all the answers. It's done, like, interviews. I'd be interested to find out what the reasoning behind it was. Based on how accurate the fucking waggling was in Twilight Princess, it might as well have just been left-handed and let people hold the Wii remote in either hand. It's true. They might as well have just let you hold the Wii itself and wiggle that. You want to know why they haven't bothered porting basically any games to the Switch? Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, they've got a massive library of good things, and some of them have been ported, but others were like, you should port this, and then they just didn't. They ported a lot of Wii U titles, but there's still a lot more to go, and it could just be that they're spreading them out to make the lifeline of the console longer, because, you know, if they release Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 in a year's time, there's another million Switch sales, you know? Where's that fish gone? There he is. It's the last one. They add new content too, yeah, they do. Like, the Mario Kart one is a really good example of that. It's got everything, Mario Kart 8. Captain Toad, yeah, that had a bunch of extra stuff. Also, I would probably buy that game again now if it's a little cheaper, because I really loved that game the first time. Wii U did have some really good games. There are rumours about Mario Galaxy coming. Rumours, albeit they are only. And it would not be far-flung to expect them on some kind of anniversary, which I think was recently passed, to consider re-releases of, again, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but this is just all speculation, and who knows? Galaxy and Sunshine were in the rumour list, yeah. I never mentioned Sunshine because I've never played it, so it's not like as precious to me, you know. Galaxy, though, I would love to play again. It already got ported to the Chinese Shield TV. Are you talking about real Galaxy or that one fake Android game that is basically a copy of Galaxy? Saturating the Switch releases by date. Well, you know what they're like, Nintendo. Everyone here knows what they're like. They release games, official Nintendo games, very slowly. It's like once every 6 to 8 months. You know, there's a big title. They trickle these out to make the console last longer, and then they'll release it with, like, the new edition of the Switch. Switch Lite now come with, you know, here's big game. Something like that. Especially because this is basically their answer to the DS now. They still sell a lot of DSs, but not in the West so much. Switch is the same architecture as the Shield. Oh, that's interesting. So they've basically already done it then. So I wouldn't be surprised to see those, at the very least, show up on the Nintendo store then. Heck, maybe we'll find out in the next few weeks with E3 not happening. People are going to be doing their own thing. I imagine there'll be a direct at some point in the near future. Give you Galaxy and Galaxy 2 in a collection that's a little one. Yeah, I would love that, but I know, you know as well as I do, Maelstrom Alpha, that they're not going to do that. They're going to release them separately as full-price games. No. They might do that, and that would be really cool. It would look good for them to do that, and people would snap it up. But also, I know that if I was a Nintendo boss, that if I released those two things separately at a slightly reduced than full price, suckers would buy it. I'd fucking buy them. Apparently they're not planning a direct. Interesting. They just cancelled everything, and I wonder if they were going to have one of those directs. You know, I'm not saying this to get down on the leadership or anything like that. You know, it's hard making games, but ever since Iwata passed and they kind of started doing new things, and they elected a new, younger president after that, there've been more directs that are not afraid to say, "Hey, sorry, this game's delayed." And I wonder if they're now experiencing that again, and they didn't want to put that out at E3, just scramble something together, so they're probably quite relieved. Ah, so many arrows, I could just do this all fucking day. Get froze. Wait, no, that's my sail. Go that way. I don't know where that bird is, but it's definitely not moving. Oh, now it is. Did I miss Grapple Hook? What? No, we've had the Grappling Hook since the start of the game pastry. That's this. Hook Shot is the one we're going for, hopefully, which I think is in here. But we saw that fish mention Grapple Hook, and there, that's what it was. The fish have set hints, and it confused me for a second as well. Come here, you little shit. Stop getting the sail out, Link! Jesus! Alright, okay. Here's how we do. State of... I imagine there's a Sony thing, right? Oh, wait, that already happened. That was the Ghost of Tsushima thing. I know Yubi are doing something. Shit, that's bombs. When does E3 normally happen? Oh, fuck, no! No! Yubi's July. So, yeah, so we're expecting sort of June, July, these things are going to start kicking off.
I am going to commit suicide.
Yes, thank you. I did indeed commit suicide. Wait, I know what that is. This is the power bracelet room. Good shit. June's the next Sony thing with another in August. Also, that June are doing a Days of Play event with Sony again, which is basically a PSN sale, so if you're into that, you know, enjoy. I honestly only use my PlayStation 4 now to play... I use it to play Final Fantasy. I'll probably be using it to play Star Ocean. And Persona the Royal, that's kind of it. I use it for RPGs. Oh, that worked. Oh, fuck that guy up. FF7 and Bloodborne. Yeah, I have Bloodborne on there as well. Sure wish I had that on PC. We're next to a new console launch window, so everything's kind of weird. Yeah, I think they'll probably be holding on to their best stuff for the holiday season, when they're like, hey, look, it's the new PlayStation. Look, it comes with God of War 2. Calling it right here, there's going to be a God of War trailer at the PlayStation reveal. That's my prediction. Wholesome Games is doing a vid in a few days for Cute and Sweet Games. Oh, that sounds good. You want to make a shitty Seal RPG? Well, if you want music, let me know. I'll do it. Anyway, did we just get power bracelets? Yeah, we did. Look, we got like fun rainbow wrists. Yeah, I didn't do anything cool for these. I just made them rainbow colored. Sorry, everyone. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Rumors of Bloodborne on PC, yeah, never know. It would not be a bad thing for them to do, but it's also been out for so long that it would surprise me if they were doing that instead of some Elden Ring stuff. Although, they tend to farm a lot of companies, especially since Sony's involved. They would farm that out to somebody else to do. FromSoft probably wouldn't have a lot of involvement with it. Alright, now we can go to Gale Island. I go out to Q-Lock, yeah. How is the DS1 remastered, by the way? I've still got my version of it, which was... was it the Black Armor Edition it was called when they released it, that came with the DLC? I think that's the one I got on PC. Which means I'm still going to have to play it with DS fix. Actually, no, I'm starting Dark Souls when? Next Sunday? Yeah, I'm probably just going to buy DS1 Remastered. 60 FPS, Blight Town is good now. Yeah, it's... okay. They replaced the iconic stylized bonfire with basic bitch bonfire. Oh, it's in the actual model. As in, like, the fire texture. Like, the effect. I know what the original bonfire is quite... It looks like a chaos flame, almost. It's quite... you can find a comparison in... Can you send it in the Discord so I can check it out later? Because I still can't use my internet right now for some reason. I know that's weird to people that might be watching that don't know about this, but my internet browser stops working every now and then, etc. Don't know why. Streaming's fine. Cheers. See, now I can see it on my phone. I can just go on Discord on my phone. Oh, we sail away, sail away, sail away. By the way, Orinoco Flow, for some reason, that song used to scare me as a kid, and I think it's because I thought Enya was a ghost. Oh, the remaster's really... They try to make a bigger flame, but they've done it at the cost of... It looks like they're using the same sprite, but they've just enhanced it and made it bigger. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, I'd probably just mod the old flame back in. It looks like what you expect them to look like after you've done max kindling, but yeah, I don't know. Still, the good positives of the remaster are probably very much worth it. And if I'm going to be doing this playthrough, I'm going to want nice frame rates. Because even with a beast mode PC, it still chugs in a few places. It's not just White Town, it's or the Great Swamp, I should say. There's places in Anor Londo that chug for no reason. I love how this extremely windy island still somehow has leaf piles on it. OG Dark Souls doesn't exist on the store anymore. Oh. They should have upgraded me, because I owned it. Never mind. Shoes! Fine, we'll use the bunny slippers. It's carrying my copy. This is me coming home from work. It's like, I'll get my bunny slippers, come through the storm with my copy of Evangelion. We're gonna make it. Right, we've got to break this somehow. No, not like that, Link. You need to wear the shoes. What am I missing? We got him, kids! This is the look we're going for, then we might as well rock it. Okay. Wow, this is actually a pretty good look. I'm pretty big on this. I look like a reject Overwatch character. And this is the title card. No, this is the other one. Screenshot it. I got a screenshot too. Pretty proud of my work. Wish I wasn't wearing this stupid Fire Emblem t-shirt. Thanks, Elside. By the way, it says your name on the back of it. Although I forgot what your number was. 14, so I just crammed in Hellside on the back. We learn the Wind God's aria. Whoa. Who's this little munchkin? Are you the new hero? I am Fado of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appear to you as a small child, but the eyes can oft deceive. I am a most esteemed sage. Ben Drowned. Yeah, he does fucking look like Ben Drowned, doesn't he? I had been praying here so that the power to repel evil would continue to be contained within the blade of the Master Sword. It's a magic wand, but I was attacked by the evil Crenando, and this is Grandador, if that was it, and this is what happened to me. You turned into a ghost. You wish to return the power to your blade, don't you? Yes, please. In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold and teach him the song you just played. Yeah, that's Maka's violin, innit? You know, Maka. Once you do, I'm certain the holder of your instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken within his veins. That Windwaker you hold was used long ago, Magic Wand, to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. Fake Link. In these days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Please tell the king that I will still play, even in the next world. Actually, no, it's a Kokiri. If you look at it, the instrument is the instrument that Maka has, and Maka is a human that was... He's one of many humans, or characters, people, that turned willingly into... what are they called again? Those little Deku Kid fucking stick people. How did I forget that, of all things? Someone help me out. They're everywhere in Breath of the Wild. Korok, yes. Okay, yes. Korok, Kokiri, very similar wording. Yeah, they were people that turned into Koroks, and they hang out with the Deku Tree, and they have this instrument that's passed down through time, so the instrument was formerly probably Kokiri, and that's what that guy is, and Link is known to look like a Kokiri, especially Link in Ocarina of Time, where they really started to take their lore a bit more seriously. So yeah, cool Link. Wordplay, but it's a good link to Link. Sweet, we learned a new tune. Let's go get another one. Stick people. Is that racist? Probably. But it's if you use it in vain, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? They're stick people. Ask them. Oh man, it's so far away. This is going to be a progress stream for once. Outset. There's a treasure near Outset. Let's go there. Talk to Grandma, maybe. She might have some soup for us. Wait a minute. We can do the fucking... We can do the special dungeon. But I don't remember what you get for doing it. It's probably not worth it right now. We'll definitely come back to it though. I thought it was this one, but no, it's not Outset. Silly me! That's Horseshoe, Western Ferry, Six Reef. They prefer to be called Botanically Challenged. I mean, they chose to become Leaf People. The Leaf People! East mode. Activate East mode. Played 2 Zelda games and you're quite happy just assuming no Link is the same Link and all heroes are cute boys with blonde hair. Perfect. Well, they are, basically. That's how it goes. It's like Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf are spirits that are invariably entangled with the Triforces of Power, Wisdom, and Courage, and they get reborn over time, so they're not really the same people. They're like... You know, you're just like your great-great-great-great-granddad Link. Yeah. Who we also named Link. Hey, you have the Triforce of Courage now. It's passed down. What I get confused about is, like, where does the family tree go, you know? Does Link ever get the princess? And does it, like, do they have kids? Do they then spread out so much that so much time passes that they're technically not related again, so the next ones can have more kids? Or do they just never hook up? Because I know that there were like a thing in Skyward Sword, and they hint at it in this game, but it's kind of maybe not always that kind of that deal. Leaf people must have the dank kush. How about those who inhale the vape speak, if I am not mistaken? 420, my brethren. 420. Praise the sun. 420, praise it. Highlighted Zelda canon needs to be fired out of a cannon. I'm okay with it. They didn't start doing it until Twilight Princess, really, and that was when the Hyrule Historia started. I think that's when that surfaced. But it is a very, very confusing timeline. In fact, I think BDG, Brian David Gilbert, did a video on the Zelda canon. Because there's all these other bits where they try and explain in the Hyrule Historia what the fucking crossbow training was about. Come on, man. I'm gonna have some fun for a second. Right here. Right here! It's not how I saw that going. Going down. I need the feather! I gotta get me a Rio girl! Alright, there we go. Fuck! Get frozen! Yeah. Tsundere Zelda. She does and she doesn't. In like 2 cutscenes. Nah, she's all like lovey-dovey as far as I can tell. I think she just thinks he's an idiot. But like a lovable oaf. Oh no, wait, Breath of the Wild. Sorry. I was thinking about Skyward Sword again. You know, Breath of the Wild I haven't seen all the way through, so I don't really know how that one goes. I'm still playing it like I play Skyrim, which is just... It'll take me about 10 years to finish the story. I will one day finish Breath of the Wild, I'm just taking my goddamn time. She's quite standoffish. I see. But yeah, this is it. I wonder if it's like always a thing that it's just like, no, they go their separate ways and they have their own family lines, or if there are occasions where they do have a shared family line. I went too far! How the fuck did I do that? Oh, but in my memory, in the start of that game, he is Jess and Knight, right? Or no, I'm thinking of a different game. I'm thinking of Hyrule Warriors cutscenes. But that's Zelda being Zelda, right? She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and we all know that. She's always been that. I don't need a bodyguard. Yeah, because she's fucking probably doesn't. But it doesn't mean that it won't help. He's a sign to keep an eye on her. I mean, she is a princess, you know. Even if she doesn't need a bodyguard, the king probably thinks she does. She very much needs one by the end of the game. I don't know the end of the game, but I do know that she spent 100 years fighting Ganon, so... I wouldn't be surprised. I used to just think they're all really good friends. Probably also a thing. Apart from Ganon Cronando, he's definitely not. No, Pastry, we don't talk about... Well, excuse me, princess! Link's CDI remaster when? Is my question. You cowards. Those are the faces of evil. The map. Squadala! We're off! Come on. Rope? Lamp oil? Bombs? Don't you miss that? Great voice acting? She becomes a mewling. Oh. See, one of my favorite Zeldas was Twilight Princess Zelda, because she's a fucking warrior princess, and she just rocks up in the castle with a big sword, and she's like, yo, everyone, Ganon's here, I'm gonna go and hit him with my sword, who's with me? Also, the fucking fight, everything in Twilight Princess that they did, the fight with Ganon was really impactful. The way it ends and everything is really cool. Oh yeah, they've got the Sheikah, don't forget about them. And the Gerudo. Twilight Princess does go dark places. It's actually, that was the thing that a lot of people commented when that game came out, is that it was the darkest Zelda, which when you go back and look at Majora's Mask, I don't think is quite true, but it's definitely up there. Also, look! In case you didn't make the connection between the Rito and the Zora from the crest on their chest, the Biohazard crest, here you are. This is a Rito, sorry, a Zora with the crest of Lord Jabu Jabu. Same dress that Medley wears as the sage. A great hero chosen by the Master Sword. I believe this is a female Zora My name is Laruto. I'm a Zora Sage, but I only think that because the current Sage and the Sage before that, Medley and the one before her, were also female. For an age, I offered my prayers here in the Earth Temple, praying that the power to repel evil would ever remain with the Master Sword. And yet, unfortunately, due to Ganondorf's evil designs, the Master Sword you hold has lost this power. Crossbow training remaster. Minish cap. Maybe with a map, a better map system. Maybe tell you, hey, maybe go there. After his defeat at the hands of the Hero of Time, Ganondorf was sealed away, but not for all time. He was revived and he returned to Hyrule in a red wrath. Nah, it's not that bad. He attacked this temple and stole my soul, knowing that he had to remove the power contained in that enchanted blade. He stole your souls? In order to return the power to repel evil to your sword, you must find another to take my stead in this temple and ask the gods for their assistance. You must find the one who carries on my bloodline, the one who holds the sacred instrument. Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but fish people are bird people now. But I don't know who you're talking about. Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations, but the fate carried within my bloodline endures the ravages of all the years. It survives. Sword. The song you just conducted is one which will open the eyes of the new sage and awaken within that sage the melody that will carry our prayers to the gods. The door that blocks your way will only open when the sage plays that song. May the winds of fortune blow with you. You know what really fucking confuses me about the Zora Rito transition? Like, okay, I get it. Evolution, right? Fish become land creatures, become sky creatures. But it's an ocean world now. The Zora are way better suited to this environment than the Rito. I'm willing to bet Zora still exist and there was like a separate coherent line of evolution that went down that turned into like bird people. While the other line, like a genetic split, you know what I mean? There's probably Zora down there somewhere. We just don't know about them because they live at the bottom of the sea. They are and they aren't. I mean, it's not like they live underwater, is it? They live in lagoons with a lot of water, but they spend a lot of time on land. And if they want to be part of society, yeah, you've got a point. They would have to be on land to do that because everyone else is. Though not necessarily. I don't know. In my head canon, there is Zora in this world. They're just not here. They're on the bottom of the ocean having a great fucking time. And the rest of them turn into Rito. Who we are going to go and visit after we... It's getting a little late, actually. Tell you what, let's go do the songs now. And then we've got a fresh start next stream when we probably will start doing the rest of the Triforce maps. If I want to play DS2, you're hacking down. Yes, I want to play DS2 today. Oh, sorry, again, I had a message about Google Action Blocks, which is apparently a new feature that works with Google Home to do really cool shit in an intuitive way. Well, I'll check that out at some point. But first, while we're here, let's go to the auction house. Actually, I might have a little bit of a nom before Dark Souls. We'll see. What will I eat? Rice, probably, and something else, because that's all I got. We saved the girls! Shit, I totally forgot. We saved all those girls, and now there's new quests. We'll probably do these next time, but, these little scamps. More great fucking sounds. Take off, go away. All right. What's she up to? She's got a heckin' beak. I'm gonna follow her. She's up to no good. She looks like she's sneaking around. I don't know what's going on here. But we should investigate. Ah, damn it! That one always catches me up. Who's that? Cat noise. Perfect. Perfect disguise. Rob Simulator featuring Lynchy's house. Oh, fucking hell. Gonna update my stream info after this. What days you'll be streaming? Good. Sunday and Monday nights for Neil. Okay, yeah, I'd be interested to see. I will try to catch you. I'm usually streaming on Sunday nights. Well, every other Sunday night. But I will certainly be able to see you at some point. Yeah, stream whenever you want. Obviously, don't worry about colliding. But I would love to have Monday night streams. That would be great. Caught red-handed, lady. Wait, that didn't count because she had already finished the act of trying to get into the safe. Shit. Oh, good. That goes better. Alright, so we failed that quest this night, even though we were there and we saw her. I don't know, it's really fucking stupid, but whatever. We'll try again next time. Yes, Conan is indeed tomorrow night at 7 PM with the Vikings of Twitch. Should be good fun. Which means there'll be no midday stream for me. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I almost feel like the usual 3 hours might not be enough to contain my enjoyment. We'll see how excited I am by the end of it, because there's a lot that could go wrong. Right, let's do one more auction and see if we can't see what's on offer. Oh, I just saw the emoticons. They're not working for me, but I've seen what you've typed and I get it now. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, I have to win this. I don't know if he has another item after this, but I suspect he also has a C chart. Hold on a minute. Here's how we do. 10%, right? $51 seconds, 65. I just set my stopwatch going. Now that I know how long is left on the auction, so I'm gonna wait until there's like 10 seconds left. It probably freezes when people bid as well, so it'll be a little out, but... we shall see. Time is running out. Ah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay, I think it's ready. Confirmed it freezes when they do that. Perfect. Who win? They bid so much, don't they? It freezes the fucking clock and it throws off my calculation. That 51 seconds actually took 2 minutes. There you go. What the fuck? No, you can't just... You piece of shit.
I am going to commit suicide.
I thought it's supposed to stun them for 15 seconds and there were 13 seconds left on the clock. What are you gonna do with a piece of heart, you jabroni? Fuck you. Fine. I could just speed up time and do it again, but I'm gonna go play this... You know what? Next time. I'm gonna go play the song. That girl can do whatever she wants, I don't give a shit. It might include him talking. Wait, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how this would work. Yeah, you might be right about that. That makes sense. So it freezes the clock when they make a bid, but it doesn't freeze the clock when he speaks, would be the guess. What am I doing? What an asshole! Can't believe that guy won a goddamn piece of heart. What's he gonna do with that? Yeah. Just keep your bar... Like, I tried to keep my bar low, but it goes up over time anyway, even if you don't press the button. So I guess I get it to I keep it like a third, because I feel like I can get the rest of the bar in 5 seconds, and that's probably the best way. Oh, while we're here... I can't actually get out there, can I? I need to go into the Forest Haven and unlock... yeah, let's unlock that while we're here. I think. Or I could do that next time, actually. Now, if I'm going to just focus on getting these songs out to whoever needs to learn them, and then we'll end. As we're going... We've done 3.5 hours now. That's a pretty good length for my streams, usually. I tend to go over a lot, and I'm trying not to do that so much. Ah, now Liv having so many arrows, I can just... all day long, baby! Oh, when we go and see the Rito, we can hand in those gold feathers too. See if we get anything cool for it. I meant to do that. Oh, fuck. Fuck my life. Fuck my life into pizza. This is my plastic fork. Ow. Jesus. Fuck. Prick. That couldn't have gone worse. Sure, I love having to climb in for this place every time. What is that place? It looks like there's something on there. Fuck. Not cut. Fuck my life into pizzas. This is my plastic fork. It's a regular chest over there, which I can get to from a burv. It's annoying me that, like, I want to go in here and talk to the dude, but I also want to go up and do the island, but I also want to get to that island, and it's going to mean, like, 3 trips up this bullshit, and I've already made 3 trips just trying to get here once, so it's like 9 trips. What am I going to do? Yeah, where's Macarat, kid? I've got a right fucking banging tune to show him, mate. Proper banger it is. I learned it off some ghost. Mate, where is he though? I know where he is. He's in a cave outside. I don't need to know shit. He's in a cave outside we could have gotten to easily, but I really want to go up and get this camera thing. Yeah, Macro, if you had the spangle, like. This way. Also, you might have heard that musical cue there. Da 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 is the music from the Kokiri Forest. The Hidden Woods. Lost Woods, that was it. There's a lot of cues from Ocarina in the music in this game. In fact, we should keep an ear out because I wasn't paying attention, but I reckon the Rito place has got some Zora's Domain jingle in it somewhere as well. Right. Our last pizza. No? Okay, we'll do it later. I really want to get around to that other bit we saw that's way off in the distance, but I don't know what the best way to do that is. I think the best way to do it might be to go around the place, but I'm gonna save it till later. This is an easier win. Easy wins! Yeah, I reckon I could make it to that island out there. Where am I? Hi. Just headbutt this button for me. I'm gonna get a greasy head if I keep doing that. Probably already got greasy hair. I mean, if the sea salt isn't bad enough. He hasn't washed in a while. Well, he's kind of washed. He keeps jumping in the ocean. It's probably good. The Nintendo Gallery. So you were a member this whole time. Awesome. And hey, thanks to you, I got in and became a member too. Check it out. I gave this guy... He's got a little lot rock on his back from original Zelda. I gave this guy a pictograph and he gave me this figurine in return. Talk about cool. What? This is your first time here? Okay, what is this? Right, so you give him a really good pictograph and he gives you figurines that you can collect. It's a pretty cool idea. I don't know if I'm going to do all of this for the playthrough. I don't know if I've ever done all of this, actually. Sure. This is in black and white, monochrome picturized. Yeah, right, okay, so the reason I've never done this is because you basically have to come back and do it in New Game Plus. Because I think you don't get the colour pictograph until New Game Plus, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but... I've probably never done a complete New Game Plus, and therefore I've never done the Nintendo Gallery. Oh well. Let's go see a stick about a song. That tech. Not sure how you're supposed to find this. I guess you find it by accident, but wait, where is Maka? He's supposed to be here. I wonder if there's an order I'm supposed to see them in. Well, I guess since we're going up here again, we can go and get that other island afterwards. You can get the colour pictograph in the first quest, just not just New Game Plus. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. This is where that potion dude lives. You have to do the photographer quest in Windfall, yeah. That's the one where you've got to take a picture of the moon, but for some reason I thought he meant these little fucking firefly things. So I spent like hours of my life as a child taking photos of fireflies. Being annoyed that he wouldn't accept any of them. Not that guy? Oh, you mean the fisherman-looking guy? There's a guy that sits on the stairs, and he wants a picture of the moon. It's the guy I'm talking about. I've got a feeling Maka might be the second one. I might have to go see Medley first. So I was going to leave Medley till second because I didn't know if you had to do it in a certain order, but I guess I'll do that. Oh ho ho! Weird hitbox. Weird nav mesh, I should say. Player call. Let's go with player call. Alright, we're gonna try some crazy shit right now, right here. I guess I need to talk to him again, because I only met him at the start of the game and he didn't really have a quest for me, but I bet now, when the girls are back, I might be able to do more stuff. Now the girls are back in town. How did you customize Link? I modded him. There's a piece of software that lets you... Basically, you can get all the files out of the disk through Dolphin, and there's a piece of software that converts the .bdl files into Collada files and extracts the images, so you can import them into Blender and customize it and customize the textures and stuff. So I just modeled a new Link and re-imported it. So it's pretty cool. I just modded it myself. All the items are modded as well. This cool sword I made. A copy of Evangelion, the Windwaker, bunny slippers, what else? The bow. Oh yeah, Scoot. You wonder what's the Scoot like with the slippers? Eh? Get boomerang. Got the squeaky hammer. It took a long time, to be fair. I spent a few weeks on it. The files are BDL files, the Beetle files, yes. By the way, I can edit him too. Oh, it's a treasure chart. That's good. I'll tell you what then, we'll visit Dragon Roost and see if we can give a song to Medley, and if not, then I'll call it for today and we'll do it later, because brain is tired and... Oh fuck, there's probably some shit I have to do to get it to work. No, Beetle, you don't fucking dare. You stop right there. Oh, we can afford one of the other items from Special Beetle as well. So we're halfway there. But also, Neil, the devil horns are an item too. They are the hero's charm, which is why we can see health bars. Because it means I could take them off. Oh no! I feel like do without them though. That's better. Alright. Oh, we've got all the songs now as well. One more stop. Normally I would mod stuff immediately after the stream ends so that it's done, but because I want to play Dark Souls, I'm going to remind myself to do it tomorrow. I've been thinking about doing a mod showcase, but we will see. As like a how-to thing, but that would probably be a special thing for the future. Yes, Celia. Make better choices. Yes, we're supposed to come here first so that you can hear. So, yeah, I guess you locate Maka by the sound of his violin, which is how you know that cave exists. That guy's still trying to get to his job interview. It's been weeks. Probably. No, this is the harp. This is Medley with the harp. But because Maka isn't ready yet, we couldn't hear the violin being played. That's what I was getting at. How am I supposed to get up there? Fucking hell, man, you've been here for ages. You're not getting this job. The post is over. I do have a tendency to finish thoughts that I started in my mind out loud without giving context. It's a failure of mine, but, you know. Rip, I guess. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do while we're here, which is probably going to actually give us a reward now. Fucking postal minigame. I'll have one go at it, and if I fail, I'll do it next time. Because these things stress me out. Let's go! Nice, lucky, 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 4 in a row. Don't look at the counter, don't look at the counter, don't look at the counter. $27! Oh, that's pretty good. We got lucky there, to be fair. You have amazing coordination. To be fair, I spend most of this, like, hoping the stick goes in the direction I want it to. Incredulous, we veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've got to give you more money. Got to. 3 rupees per letter. Swish. Hey, your name wouldn't have to be Tom, would it? Oh, we've capped. We need to buy that shit. Damn it. I keep thinking we have a 2,000 rupee wallet for some reason. I should have expected you to be able to pull off something like this. I've heard all about you. Yes, I sure have. You've had a rough time, Tom. I feel bad making you help us, but hey, things are looking up. Our new help has just arrived. Maybe you can give us some advice the next time you come by. Oh, is that the guy that's been climbing up forever? But you still didn't give me a proper prize. Oh, I'm gonna go see my home girl. I'm gonna try again next time, just because I want to spend these rupees. If I'm gonna get like 80 rupees out of it, I'd rather not waste that. They are kind of important to us at this particular juncture. But they won't be afterwards. Hey, homegirl, what's up? Are you playing some large songs up in here? With your Biohazard t-shirt. I mean, your Zora t-shirt, whatever. Oh, Tom, you're okay. You know, Prince Kamali's been asking me all about your adventures, Tom. I can rest easy now that I've seen you safe and sound with my own eyes. Prince Kamali's turned into a fine young adult, hasn't he? Recently, he's even begun doing things on his own, without my guidance. Wow. Every conversation still ends up centered on you, though, Tom. That's a little weird. Watching Prince Kamali grow up fills me with pride, but it makes me a little sad as well. I wonder if this is how a mother feels. But just listen to me go on. I don't know, man. How weird I must sound. Tee-hee. Well, I'd better continue practicing so that I can be useful around here too. Sorry, Medley, but how old are you? Yeah, like, I feel like a mother. You're what, like 8? I don't know. How old are you? Performing music like this is an important duty of an attendant. Right, can we jam? I think I have to be like... I wanted to get like a good screenshot, but... Hey, is that the Windwaker? Wow! Will you conduct me? I wonder how I'll do. Oh, I think this is the wrong one. Oh, wait, no it isn't. This is correct. Oh, great. I'm about to hear a banging tune. Let's go. What a mysterious song. It sounds so familiar. It's almost as if something I've forgotten is trying to be remembered. I feel... Oh shit, I think I knocked her out with the song. It was that good of a song. I played the wrong song. Don't say it. Medley is dead now. No! I played the Song of Death. Oh, I've got a keyboard, haven't I? It's a... Oh no. It's all broken. Yay! We all played it, eventually. Yeah. Yeah, it goes on like that. Just now a sage spoke to me. She spoke so gently. I feel like I should have not ruined that. Sorry. There's something that I must do. Tom, thanks to you, I've been awakened to the knowledge that I'm a sage of the Earth Temple. Please blink. I think she blinked. We're good. She's alive. We don't have to play the song of defibrillation. There's actually something that I can do to help this world. It's incredible. I bet my teacher knew all about this. Weep. Little tear there. Please, you must take me to the Earth Temple. We must hurry and wake the power to repel evil that sleeps within the Master Sword. The Fire Emblem shirt is kind of ruining it, isn't it? Let's go now, quickly and quietly. Oh, Kamali, I just want him to remember me as a simple attendant. There's something kind of sad about all this. It's like, it feels like it's a one-way trip for the sages. Like she's just gonna spend the rest of her life there. We're in a boat! We're going a boat trip. I don't know. It just feels that way to me with the sages. Anyway, we're boat friends now. We're gonna go on a fun trip, but we're gonna do that next time. This seems like a good place to end it. we can start the next stream with like our pal here in the boat. So what do I have to say? I have to say thanks for coming along. I'm gonna go to my end screen.